It's 11:04 in the morning.
Yeah, we made it.
It's
the right
a
time.
bright and sunny, 92 degrees out at 11 in the morning, and
And it's a beautiful day, and we're glad to have you here.
yeah, it's good stuff, man.
I have no idea how much of that you could see on camera, but
Yeah,
Made me
water's
laugh.
pretty clear. Yeah, it was for you guys.
Thanks. You know,
I'm looking out for you guys. I'm gonna be wet all day now. That's how I try to live my life, is wet. I'm gonna say it, dude. I try to moisten my life up.
so
I try to live as wet as possible. Wet and wild, dude.
James and I were talking about John Bon Jovi before we
We're starting with John Bon Jovi.
We're starting with John Bon Jovi.
Oh,
So
God.
check this out. So John Bon Jovi is the worst of all time. Terrible. If it weren't for John Bon Jovi, we probably wouldn't have Nickelback.
We all make it to heaven if it weren't for John Bon Jovi. I don't hate John Bon Jovi that much.
I hate the band Bon Jovi at the very least.
yeah. Okay.
Like, way to paint
That's
yourself into the blue collar, fighting for you guy, like hometown. Man,
yeah.
you're so boring, John Bon Jovi. And then he puts out a solo record, and he makes that song, "Blaze of Glory." I'm going down in a blaze of glory. You made the same album. You could have just done that as Bon Jovi. But apparently, I found this out later, that him and Richie Sambora were like not cool for a minute.
Oh.
And they couldn't do Bon Jovi as it was, but it's his name.
Right.
If the band was my name, I'm doing whatever I want.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, like
for real.
you're all the rest of you stooges.
You're calling the shots.
Yeah, the rest of you stooges are following my lead. That's why we wouldn't ever call this Matt's Name podcast.
Yeah.
Like I don't need that kind of power.
Yeah. It gets to your head, and then you start treating the stooges like stooges.
How did he not
Stooges
ever
rise
look at
up.
that guy and he's like, I don't care. My name is
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi. The band is called Bon Jovi.
Is this band called Bon Jovi?
Do you think
Or is it
anybody
called Bon Jovi?
Do you think anybody would have really been that broken up if Richie Sambora left? Who the fuck knows who that guy is?
Yeah. Is this
It's called
the-
Bon Jovi.
Yo, I feel like I have to stand up for Bon Jovi, for my state. You know what I mean? As someone
Please.
from New Jersey, I just feel like my hometown would want me to fight for Bon Jovi. You know
I
what
don't somehow I feel like it's like a 60-40 split. People don't like Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. I don't know if it's like officially the state song. Are state songs a real thing, or is it like unofficial? That might be some total bullshit. Yo, Joe,
Joe.
what is the song called? Is that Bon Jovi song?
Who
the
says
state
you
song?
can't, who
of
says you
New
can't
Jersey?
go home?
Who says you can't go home? Yeah.
Can
yeah.
you just Google New Jersey state song? It's probably like New Jersey, you are super cool.
No, dude, it's definitely John Bon Jovi. I'm from
New Jersey.
Yeah, so it looks like it's probably pretty fucking unofficial.
Yeah, they might.
And that shit that I was hearing was
They
just
might
bullshit.
name. Well, there's a lot of them. They might either switch it up every.
Blinded by
couple
the
years.
Light, yeah, or it could be a Bruce Springsteen song. That's like super likely as well.
Yo, dude, look at E Street Band is another one. Dude, there's like 4 Bruce Springsteen songs.
Yeah, they're huge about Springsteen in New Jersey as well.
it's your guy Chuck Berry, man.
Yeah.
I love.
Chuck
Yeah,
Berry.
good for you, bro. Well, they probably found out about the prostitute thing, and they're like, maybe no more Chuck Berry.
Now, New Jersey, they're probably
They're
all about
probably
it.
like, yo, Chuck.
They're
That's when
all
he. That's
in
when he
their
won it.
motels. Like,
Yeah.
heck yeah.
Yeah. That's the year he won it. They
Yeah.
found out about that, and they're like, give that fucking to Chuck.
I mean, dude was a legend. He changed it. Changed the game. He changed a lot of games.
Bruce Springsteen, he rules.
He does rule.
He rules.
Alright,
pretty
that's
hard.
cool that
I-
you're giving Bruce Springsteen so well.
You have to, man.
New
He's-
Jersey is back on your side.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's all I want, really. The whole state of New Jersey.
Yeah, backing you up right now.
This guy. I'll be governor one day.
Yeah, he could be.
I wish you had to be from the state to be their governor.
Yeah, you have to live in it for a certain amount of time, don't you?
Is that true?
Fuck if I know. I don't fucking know. Joe,
Joe?
can you sign us up to be governors of New Jersey right now?
You might, I bet you I could co-counsel or something
Yeah,
and not have
yeah.
ever lived there.
I think you have to have lived there recently. I don't think I'd qualify because I haven't lived there in the past, like, decade or something, you know? How to become a governor, it's happening, dude. Governor.
I'll be
Then
your,
people could
I'll
say
be
hello,
your,
governor, to me
I'll
all
be
the
your
time.
vice governor.
Yeah, you could be on my council, dude. Whatever, fucking governor shit, however that shit works. On my council, it's probably not council. You could be an advisor on the advisory board. I could consult you. You could be a consultant. Anyone can be a consultant.
Do you have to? Oh, there you go, Joe. Requirements of governor.
There you go, Joe. That's how you Google something. That's good form right there.
Jesus. That looks like a lot of words.
That's too much reading, Joe. Don't read that. We're sorry
Body,
we brought
age,
this
gender. Your LGBT status matters. Race and ethnicity.
That's all demographics.
And my butt.
up. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna know. There's no way I'll
This
ever
looks
know.
like a lot of effort, and I'm starting to rethink this whole governor thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be governor.
Just looking at the Wikipedia page is a lot.
That is too much info, dude. There's a lieutenant governor? That sounds pretty
Lieutenant
cool.
governor. See, I would be the guy that, like, has my finger on the button, you know what I mean?
The governor button.
the nukes button, dude. Every state has its own nukes. You
Okay.
didn't know that? It's in case I gotta
So-
just start from scratch.
Here's some qualifications by state. So let's
New
hit
Jersey.
up New Jersey.
Yeah. NJ, the great state of NJ. The
Okay,
Garden
how come
State,
it lost me
motherfucker.
at the S in Jersey? There you go.
30. So already it's not gonna happen. 20.
U.S. citizen for 20 years, resident of New Jersey
For at least 7 years. I
Okay.
did live in New Jersey until I was, what, like 15 or something?
Yeah.
So I guess that I would qualify for that.
Yeah, that's pretty vague.
It
They
doesn't.
didn't.
It
doesn't
doesn't
say the
say
last.
here whether
Yeah.
or not it's for the last
Right.
7 years or not. Doesn't mean the law doesn't actually say.
At least 30 citizen.
No governor shall hold office.
5
in
years.
any
We
other
could. We
state.
gotta go to New Mexico so we can run this. You know, go a little quicker. New Mexico, you only have to live there for 5 years. Governor of Texas, 1 year. No, 5 years. You gotta live here for 2 weeks. Know what's going on?
Be here a day, you get it.
PA is basically the same as Jersey.
We'd have to be 30. We're getting there, dude. That'll be fucking tomorrow that we're 30. Never mind. We should sign up because we're already fucking 30 at this point, dude.
It's gonna take me till I'm 30 to read all of this.
Yeah. To get our affairs in order, I guess we should start now, dude. I'm gonna start laying the field work, laying the groundwork for my governor run.
Hard pass. Then you have to go. You have to go talk to people and tell them you're gonna do things.
I'm 25,
and
so
hope that you can do things.
earliest I could do it would be 2025. I gotta look up when governor elections and shit are. Do we elect the governors? I guess we fucking have to. That's what the whole shit's about, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
And
governors,
then
dude.
the governors elect the president. Because they just completely take it out of our hands. They're like, yo, I got you.
Yeah,
think
that
the
is kind of how it is. Though.
Best thing about running for governor would be the fact that it's called the gubernatorial.
Yeah,
Election?
gubernatorial.
There's a B in there.
Yeah.
There's no B in governor. Why is there a B in gubernatorial? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Governor.
Because a bunch of funny old Englishmen came here to
Yeah.
this country.
Yeah. Those bastards. Those
Oi,
English
we got
bastards.
you. That's gonna be funny, eh, right? Got a gubernatorial.
Someone is so offended somewhere. They're not watching, but they just know to be offended. And they're just real pissed at you right now.
They can see a picture of me in their mind.
Yeah.
Nothing I'm saying, but they're like, fucking that guy. I don't know who he is, but I don't like him. They're probably dreaming it right now. I
Yeah,
imagine
they're
in England
dreaming.
they're behind our time, right?
Fucking fine, dude. I don't know shit. Why are you asking me these things?
Is it yesterday in England right now?
Google that. Can
Like,
we do a live Google?
is it
Is it
yesterday?
yesterday in England right now? Let's do a live Google.
'Cause I know
Is it yesterday?
Australia is like 14 hours behind us, but that's like way farther over there. How the fuck did they
Over
even?
there.
How did they?
They're
like,
ahead of us.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are.
Is it really plus 4? I thought it was minus 14 hours.
No, if you go west, we're
They're in the future.
See, I was going east. I could
Yeah, you were
almost.
Christopher
no.
Columbus in
If
that
if
shit.
you go west, it's going backwards. If you go east, it's.
What if
Oh,
happens if you go north?
that's true.
But I don't know.
But it might be
if
so
they're
far west.
far enough.
Where's the
Okay,
cutoff, dude?
England is definitely ahead of us.
5 hours. I think it's like 5 to 6 hours ahead. of us.
It depends on when, because they do daylight savings like a week before us.
Wait,
I was
do they
actually in Ireland when they jumped backwards. So
It was darkness constantly. Ireland hasn't figured it out yet. They're like, all right,
do
how do we-
daylight savings.
No.
So every year they're like,
Save the daylight. Sleep while it's bright outside.
I was flying back to the States, got an extra hour of sleep because they moved back an hour.
Oh,
So I got an extra hour of sleep, and then
that's a vacation.
flew here where I gained more hours, and then spent a week before we also jumped back an hour. It was like perfect.
Joe
Dude.
time traveled.
It was basically
Joe
time
time
traveled.
traveled a lot.
It was great.
That's like a fucking anomaly,
That's dangerous,
dude.
Joe. I don't know. That third like rearranges your atoms and
Yeah,
shit.
man,
you should be
mess with
really
time
fucking
like that.
careful,
You should
dude.
not mess with
I
time.
got to work
Dude.
the next day at like 6 in the morning. I was like, I'm the most on time
I am
motherfucker.
ready.
Joe got 19 hours extra sleep within a week.
That's
It was
crazy.
it was 17 days technically for Joe, but he only spent a week in real time.
Yeah. Dude, Joe went through a wormhole, I'm convinced.
And he just slept through it.
Yo, alright, I have a big question now. This is a huge question.
I'm ready.
Compasses, man. What the fuck's going on with that?
Like the thing that you make circles with?
No. Like the cardinal directions.
Oh, a compass.
Yeah, cardinal directions is my concern. So like the
I'm
magnet.
sorry, I want to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
It is 1:16 a.m. tomorrow in Australia.
No, it's not.
I googled it, Matt. Do you want me to send you the? Let me Google that for you.
Dude, Joe trashed me last night, and I was upset. I was watching some YouTube video, and some guy was playing a guitar that didn't have a headstock on it, where you tune the guitar. And I texted these two gentlemen, and I was like, because they both play guitar, they have for years. They're virtuosos. They're fantastic.
That's
They're the
not
best musicians I've ever heard in my
That
life.
is so.
Joe and I were in a band together, and I knew that I had to leave the band because I could never, ever live up to Joe's standard. So I asked these two learned professionals, I said, hey, how do you tune a guitar with no headstock? James fields my question.
Thanks.
Doesn't
Thank you for giving me this
doesn't
credit.
necessarily know, you know?
That's right.
But
But I
he-
tried to answer the best that I.
Yeah. Google how do you tune a guitar without a headstock, and you know, I figured that I would text my two best friends in the world and I'd say, hey, you wonderful easy individual, texted it to me. He could have called me and been like, Google it. That would have been way, I don't know, I probably would be upset. I'd probably be talking about it right now.
Up when you said, "How do you?" That sounds like a really good setup for a joke.
You want to figure out? You want to workshop a punchline? for
Yeah,
that right
let's
now?
workshop a punchline for that.
It's rewind time.
It's rewind time, Joe. It's fucking rewind time.
Oh, Joe's going to the tapes.
Nice, thanks, Joe. It was probably some dumb bullshit that I don't even want to talk about now. You know what I mean? I'll be like, thank God that got diverted. It's probably about butts, dude.
Probably. Knowing you.
No, me. It's probably just butts.
I went back too far.
I ate.
Joe's time traveling again.
Yo,
I went back too far.
Joe, it's
You
dangerous,
gotta cut it
dude.
out, dude.
Dangerous. What if you like fuck something up and then like you disappear?
What if you come back as a baby or an old man?
What if donuts?
That's about
Anyone get that Simpsons reference?
Shit, no.
No, but if donuts are a factor, then I'd understand. I don't get the Simpsons references. You know what? There's too much.
I'll never
watch
I
it all.
never watched.
There's
that
probably,
much
like-
Simpsons.
There's probably fucking like a year. I gotta find out what the runtime of all Simpsons episodes are. Probably like a couple fucking days, dude. That's like a week probably. You know
It's
what I
probably
mean?
more than a week.
Yeah, it's probably months. It's
How
probably-
many Simpsons
probably
episodes are there?
eras.
Is there like 1,000 Simpsons
there's a
episodes?
million, dude. There's a fucking million Simpsons
Sorry,
episodes.
just busy with something else.
That's
I gotta
every
find
night.
out. No, this is the least important thing.
Total runtime of The Simpsons. It's kind of important. Hey Google, total runtime of The Simpsons.
It has. Good idea.
On the website time.com, they say that translates to a more digestible 202 hours and 24 minutes, which breaks down to just under 8.5 days. If you want a little more.
A week. A whole week. 8.5 days.
8.5 days. That's way too long. 600.
734,400 seconds.
Thanks.
Don't tell me that, Google. But thank you. Yeah, thanks. But don't give me the fucking second count. Maybe if I ask for it.
Wait, I was about to say like, Google, start giving me shorter answers, like just changing the Joe's settings on this Google Home.
Making it line different.
Joe's mad because it's not giving him specific enough answers. Joe wants to know the seconds.
Yeah, Joe probably programmed.
Joe, yeah, he
Google that
put
way.
those settings in. If I ask the runtime of a total, hey Google, what's the total runtime of Breaking Bad?
On the website CNET.com, they say the average Breaking Bad episode, for example, is 47 minutes.
I know that.
The total it returns for the full 62 episodes over the show's 5 seasons is 2 days, 14 hours, or 62
Okay.
hours.
That's not bad.
To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Tell me how many seconds it is, though. Now I want to know. You baited my interest with the first one, and now I actually am concerned.
Yeah, she didn't tell us seconds that time. Interesting.
I need to
You
stop.
said you wanted less information. Yeah, Matt starts to berate the
Yeah, I
the
got
AI.
if I start
Dude,
talking,
robots, when they become self-aware, they're gonna fuck you up.
I
Because
know.
you're such an asshole to series and shit. They are gonna get you good, dude.
Do you think they'll be able? Do you think they'll pick up maybe that I'm joking? No, they don't know what jokes are.
No, that's not
There's-
gonna be the first thing they learn. The first
Yeah.
thing they're gonna learn is like basic survival instinct, like
Kill.
this man's a threat. Neutralize it, you know? Neutralize this threat.
Oh man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop people who make AI, and we gotta stop Boston Dynamics.
Dude.
Those people need to be stopped immediately.
Yo, AI, I do think.
Joe, can you just
Stop.
pull up a quick Boston Dynamics video? Like, if anybody doesn't already know what I'm talking about, that weird like dog thing. It's some.
It's
it
funny
actually,
that you hate that, dude.
It makes
It's
me
amazing.
mildly ill. And then
Really?
there's the fucking package robot and whatnot. Yes, there's the newest fucking dog thing.
You want that one?
Yeah, why not?
Hardcore Atlas, that's even newer, I think. You've seen the guy, like the legs?
Oh, is this to buy one? Joe, do you want to? No, I don't want to buy one.
Wait, you can't buy
You
them.
can't buy one.
Could you imagine? That'd be so fucking cool, dude.
You can make one, though.
Look at the way this fucking thing moves.
DIY. Ugh.
It's coming to get you.
Oh, my
Hi.
God.
I just don't have anything attached to me that I can kill you with yet. That thing's way faster than you. It can go.
Dude, I am gonna
any-
sit on that. Are you kidding me? They gotta make one that you can ride.
That one you could probably ride that one.
Yo, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna fucking sit on that so hard, dude. Compass! It was a compass, Joe! It was my important question about compasses. So how the fuck does a compass work? It's a magnetic field. Is it drawn to the What's going on?
Pole.
It's drawn to the North Pole.
Yeah.
Because the
The-
Earth is polar,
Yeah, the northest pole.
and
Is-
so
Go ahead, Joe.
like a compass wouldn't fucking work in space because it's planetary. Like it's limited to like whatever planet it's on, right?
I guess so.
So
that
compass
makes
doesn't mean
sense.
shit.
It
In
would
space, it's
probably
it's nothing.
point to something in space, but there's really no north in space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I guess whatever.
That's an Earth concept.
Whatever.
That's
is-
so weird. As soon as you're out into space and there's
Dude, Earth shit
nothing
doesn't
above,
matter no
below,
more.
side to side, is there any real
guys
direction?
Both read Ender's Game, right?
No.
No.
No, neither of you.
I
No.
read,
Read
who's that Orson
something?
Scott Card?
Yes.
I read his books Seventh Son and like
You
a
guys know
couple
how
in
to
that
read?
series. Yeah. Barely though. By reading
Because
too.
I can't.
It takes
I
me
don't know how to read.
forever to finish a book, dude. I'm gonna get an Audible account though.
Oh, and listen to shit?
Yeah.
I can't do that, really. I don't know, it's fun.
I
used
just
to
feel
do
like
it.
I absorb information better that way.
You guys both have a long drive to get up here. That's perfect.
I know. Yeah, you got a really good
I used
point.
to listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
I've
on
been
my way to your
downloading
place.
whole albums that I wanted to listen to and listening to them on the way here.
That's pretty good.
I listen to the news to stay informed about, current issues on my drive.
That's good.
Alright?
Were you listening
I'm
to
not
NPR?
some kind of just,
Why is there so?
NPR.
Yeah, I
he's
like
like
NPR.
dripping with
I sh-
judgment. I don't know
I-
what's up with
I
that.
don't.
I don't
it's
just
not
live this
That's
life
cool.
It's not like
where
I
just
never listen to
consume
NPR or
all
something.
this art. It's real out here. Okay? We don't have time for that shit.
That's true.
Enjoying yourself with your little fantasy world.
I'm glad you stay informed, James. I try my
Good.
best too. I watch
Good stuff.
I watch Philip
I'm
DeFranco.
proud of you.
I was kidding. Don't be so mad, guys.
I'm not upset. I mean, I'm
I
crying.
fucking live my whole life in a fantasy world and try to ignore the news as much as possible.
That's your moment when you're coming down here. You just listen to NPR
Yeah.
and judge
Well, I
other
listen to-
uncultured swine.
I don't even consume the news that well. I should probably be more in the know, but it's hard to trust shit, and also, fuck.
Why bother anyway? Honestly, I mean,
You should bother a little bit.
if there's an immediate threat,
There's immediate threats, dude.
but like if there's like a big threat, you'll
There's
find
big
out about it.
threats.
Somebody will just tell you like, "Yo, there's a big threat like right now. Like we're gonna be under attack here in a minute."
Yeah.
Like somebody's
I
gonna
mean-
let you know probably.
Even if you don't watch or listen to the news or anything, it's really hard not to find things out.
Yeah.
It's really hard to avoid that shit.
Yeah, other people are informed, and especially with the internet. Everybody thinks they know everything, so they want to just talk about it. I knew this guy that was like, it was like he was only into the news, so he had talking points, and I always hated that. I was like, you just watch the news so you can talk to people about it,
Yeah.
and I don't know, man. It's just rhetoric
you know.
at that point. Like you just put his
He's
no
trying
opinion.
to help keep the world informed. He's just passing his knowledge along.
I
His
guess so,
information.
but it would just be like, well, did you hear about this? Well, did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Come on. I get it. The world is a place. Things happen.
Yeah, that's true. The world is a place. Things do happen. North points to the North Pole.
And if you're in space, it means nothing.
If in your space, nothing matters.
Yeah.
And you're not going to live very long. Then you should come back down here because we have things figured out for here.
Yeah. I wonder, man. That would be terrible.
To be in space?
Be in
With
space,
no
yeah.
spacesuit?
There's no. Well, yeah.
It'd only be terrible for a little bit.
That guy that like jumped off, like the stratosphere or something,
Yeah.
plummeted back to Earth. That's fucking terrifying. Who the fuck? Honestly. That would, you know what? No
I
matter
would
what,
die. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have made it. I would have fucked it up somehow. I would have passed out up there.
as long, I mean, if something did go bad, you're falling from that far. You're just gonna die instantly as soon as you hit the ground. Like,
Yeah.
there's no question. Some people live if they fall out of a plane,
Yeah.
but like, from that high up, dude, I feel like that.
Who knows how instantly you die, you know?
How high is the stratosphere? And how high does a plane usually fly at? because I feel like it's almost like double. Like I imagine like another.
I have no idea. Stratosphere Casino. We're going to a casino now.
Hey.
Dude, let's fucking
You ever gamble?
I was at the horse track yesterday, dude.
Oh,
Gambling on horses.
really?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
You know, I bet $30 and I left with $12.40, so
Okay.
about how you'd expect.
Starts at 66,000 feet, 12 miles.
Actually, you know what? I only bet $20 and I left with $12.40. I'm
That's
being
not
fair to
terrible.
myself.
That's not terrible.
The other bet was inside betting with my family. That was a $10 pot. So that's different, you know?
Side bet. Illegal side bets, James?
Yeah, it was illegal side bets, I guess. Is that really that illegal?
Yeah, I don't know how that works with, like, money and...
We're just family.
Family?
It was a $40 pot, you know what I mean? It's not like...
Look, man, I don't think anybody's coming after you, but, you know, I also wouldn't...
Come after me, dude.
I
Fucking
wouldn't
hit me with some
admit
fucking... I'm trying to get litigious.
James potentially is going to make dirty money in the future when he goes to the horse race. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the plan was always to make dirty money.
The plan, I was going to rob somebody as soon as I walked in, take his money, then I'm already up money. It's
Yeah.
dirty money.
Yeah. Dude, the plan was always to get money.
How much money do you think those ladies with the funny hats have on them? They'd probably be good candidates to rob. Like if you have a big funny hat, you can't fight back. There's no fucking way.
Now we're suggesting who to rob on the show.
Yeah.
We're targeting...
This isn't the first time we've done that.
We're targeting...
Really?
Probably not.
Definitely. No, I know for a fact this isn't the first time we've done that.
All right, everybody, target this demographic. This is like, you know what I mean? This
be
is
super
suicide.
easy.
It was part of the segment where we explained how to live on the street. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah,
If you were homeless, you
Maybe we shouldn't run for governor.
yeah. We definitely shouldn't with the kind of shit that we're saying. You know? Definitely no way. We would get fucked up.
If you're going to rob somebody in the state of New Jersey, look for this kind of guy.
For this lady in this kind of hat.
it's just a picture of Chris Christie. You just
You
Yeah.
just robbed Chris
You
Christie.
should rob Chris Christie.
Yeah.
Dude, we just lost
Yeah,
half
we-
the population with
We
that.
just caught it. Yeah, right. Well, I guess they have elected him a bunch of times already, so they
He's
must
over there forever.
they must
yeah.
like him.
Chris Christie.
Wasn't he just he was doing he went to a private beach while all the beach was all of the beaches were closed?
No, he didn't go to a private beach. He went to a public beach, which was private because they were closed.
Yeah.
He made it a private beach.
Yeah.
Genius, man. He's a genius. That's a power move. That's how you let everybody know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Apparently his family was pissed at him because they like didn't know that all the beaches were gonna be closed.
How do you
or
not
something.
know? That was like they told everybody about
Yeah,
it.
they should have been more in the know, probably.
Yeah,
Rough life.
no matter what,
I don't wish
somebody's
it on
not gonna
anybody.
like it. Does stream go down?
It's sort of cutting in and out because
But we're still
this
live.
is like, for whatever reason, this is disconnecting.
Oh.
You know, when you plug something into your computer.
Isn't
We're
that why we
doing
got
it
the
live,
dongle
dude.
in the first place?
Yeah, we are doing it live. That's what we said we were doing. That's what we're doing. We're
That's true.
sticking to it. That's our story. We're
And
sticking
we'll
to
be
it.
live even when we go off. We'll be alive,
Yeah.
probably.
Most
There's no way
likely.
you could prove it.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we cut out, it's coming back. Unlike when we were having the issues
Just
before we
completely
were
shut down.
wired,
Yeah.
where we'd have to like restart the stream. It's at least coming back on.
That's good.
Yeah. You get some of what we're saying. It doesn't really matter if you miss some parts in between because
Yeah.
most of it's bullshit.
Well, what are you missing?
Yeah, what are you fucking missing?
I think they're missing real life, legitimate points from regular human beings. And that's what the world needs right now, man. What the world needs now is regular dudes.
I didn't know you had a song prepared about
Well,
that.
no.
Was I supposed to know that it was just like a Disney like breakout into
No,
song?
well,
type
you know
moment?
that song. It's love, sweet love. It's the only thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I
You
don't
know
know.
that fucking song.
No, I don't.
Everybody knows that song.
What song
You
is it?
definitely know that song.
I mean,
Joe knows what I'm
probably.
talking about.
But what song is it? It's Love, Sweet Love.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only part of the song that I know, but you've heard it in 1,000,001 things, dude.
Probably.
He's not gonna get it from the lyrics. I was singing them to him.
Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough.
I mean,
to climb.
I'm not gonna play it on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna play it. I just saw who the copyright is, and they shut people down.
Warner.
Like they take.
Yeah, dude. It's all.
I wasn't gonna say who it was.
We're probably just talking about it. We're getting claimed right now.
No, I was saying, are you warm or?
Am I warm
Yeah,
currently?
I'm trying. Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
I'm not cold.
All right. Good.
Was that a callback to last week when he was telling you about how he can't get
No,
warm?
no. I was trying to disguise that we ever said a certain name.
Okay.
So instead,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to justify.
Are
my
you getting any
acting.
warmer?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. I
That's
got.
great.
I got you.
I'm sorry that I'm not with you on that one.
That's all right.
It
That's
wasn't
all right.
either.
It was a sneaky one.
And you know what?
It was sneaky.
Yeah, maybe I'm usually Joe's my gauge. Like, if he
If
doesn't,
it made
like,
sense, then
Yeah, if Joe,
James is making sense,
Yeah.
then Joe will know what's going
Joe
on.
will
But
know.
if James is going off and saying shit that doesn't make any goddamn sense, Joe will be lost as well. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Dude, sometimes I feel like people. Though.
And the stream says it's good the whole time. I'm not fucking crying about it, man. Oh yeah,
You guys keep on. I'm gonna go check out there to make sure nothing's going on out there.
heard that.
All right,
I should, man.
I can't do the show without Joe.
Yeah, dude. What if we need to know something?
Yeah, what if we need to gauge if I'm making any sense?
Oh, Joe's going in the closet. Oh man, that's another one of R. Kelly's classics that we'll never be able to listen to again.
You know what's sad we'll never be able to listen to is his classic fucking 20-minute song where he just goes on. Have you ever heard that?
What?
R. Kelly's like 20-minute like apology song.
No.
Yo, it's so fucking weird.
I wonder if
It's
it's
like-
copywritten.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that he would have a hard time making any kind of
Yeah.
claim on anything right now.
Yeah, I don't think
He's not the most credible guy at this point.
can
So,
do really anything at all.
but I don't think
I
it was
wonder
like
if he
a,
even leaves the house.
I don't think it was a leave the house. I'm pretty sure he just like got fucking arrested or some shit.
Well, he made bail. They fucking bailed him out of jail.
Did they for real this time?
Yeah. Okay, Google. Is R. Kelly out of jail?
My apologies. I don't understand.
R. Kelly, the singer, is he out of jail? Okay, Google.
Sorry, I'm not.
Shut the hell up.
At any rate, he.
I'm glad Google can't take my job.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no.
Joe, can
That's
you,
that's evidence right there.
it looks to me like they've shut down any searches
At any rate, I don't
related
think
to R.
that-
Kelly with that thing because they don't want it talking about R. Kelly and being like, look, the Google Home's going to talk about R. Kelly.
I don't think that song that I'm talking about. Yeah, Without Bond.
That was
Oh,
only from July 16th of this year, so that's pretty recent.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's from 3 days ago.
okay,
You know,
Google.
showing- Stop trying.
Your
Stop.
your
can you-
principles are weak.
Can you
and
stop
the
talking
fact
to
that you
Google?
want, okay.
I fucking don't want her chiming in anymore.
A second request.
Thanks.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Yeah.
No.
I hate it when we fight.
It's cool. Sorry. I just, this is my show. This isn't Google's show. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
That's true. I'm sorry.
I don't know
Oh.
if they can hear the Google results at all.
I'm sorry.
It's
I knew
okay.
if I started, I was going to keep doing it. And I won't do it anymore.
No, do it to your heart's
James.
content. I was just kidding. I don't really give two shits either way.
It's not that good of a bit. It's overdone. You know?
James, could you pass me that USB hub over there? I'm going to try to chain these and see
You're
if
gonna-
that'll help us.
Would that help?
So I'm wondering if it's this port, possibly. Because I've had issues with that port.
R. Kelly's 16-minute song. I don't think it's part of a label or anything. I think he just he was partially illiterate or something, and he's talking about how he doesn't understand he didn't understand contracts and shit, and how he was taken advantage of in the industry and all this shit. You know what I mean? It's a 16-minute song of him just going on and on about like how he's the victim basically,
Oh
And-
man.
and how he got sexually abused as a kid himself, which that does suck, but it's not really putting you in the clear,
Yeah. uh,
doesn't really
That's like when Kevin Spacey got found out that he was creeping on young boys and whatnot. He was like,
well, I could drop that case.
Really?
Yeah.
So Kevin Spacey can just come back now.
Yeah, he's just in the clear now. It's all good. Spacey's good. They're gonna start up House of Cards
As
again.
far as we're concerned, like Spacey's okay again.
No, I
I
mean,
mean,
not as far as I'm concerned.
They
We're
settled
good.
outside of court is what really happened,
But
but they're not saying that publicly.
Right,
It's
right.
pretty clear.
We're good to go with Spacey again. Though.
I
He's
mean,
like
you
my-
can. You like
No,
Spacey?
He's like my favorite actor, dude. He's
I'm not gonna lie, he's a
good.
good actor.
Oh
he's-
yeah, but you know what he's good at is playing an asshole. You know why he's so good at playing an asshole? Dude's an
He's
asshole.
an asshole.
You know?
But he's not always an asshole. He's
Yeah.
Kaiser Soze.
I just had an amazing idea. We should get James into acting, right? And then, in order to play asshole characters,
I know
they
he's
just
really good at them.
set him up in front of Smash Bros. Right before he records.
He has to play 6 hours of Smash Brothers to get in character. And then he's only good for an hour before it wears off.
Be perfect.
Just give him a bunch of Red Bulls and make him play fucking.
Dude, that would get hot. I'd get too hot. I would get I'd be steaming.
They make you play online Smash with the lag.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
And it's
I'd be
again.
down. Fucking 2 Red Bulls in, dude. Fucking, I'd be roid raging.
I saw a strange thing the other night walking my dog. So I was
Ooh, I like the start of the story already.
I was walking down the street. I just made a Louis, and I was coming up the block. And thank you, James.
Dropped a thumbtack and
Appreciate
didn't
it.
find it. Gave up. He's the type of man that gives up on a thumbtack on the floor where you might step. All right, Matt, I see your true colors now. I see your true colors. This is why I step on thumbtacks.
Oh
This
my
motherfuckers
God.
like you, dude.
We're doing a show. I just didn't want to waste time looking for it.
Yeah, no, it's alright, dude. I had
I
eyes on it for you. I just got your back. As well. I'm just kidding.
I was just trying to pull this up just to pull up the logo nice and big, but it wasn't. Just because you said the words.
Oh, did I?
You said, well, you didn't say the part.
Yo, you know what I just noticed? We
we
go with a very Stranger Things aesthetic. Aesthetic.
I like a thing.
Oh yeah! Wow, that was weird. When you could see, I'll have to pull it up again. Hold on. Yes, yes, we do. Because
That's like the
No.
same.
check this
No,
out.
it's not.
Look at that.
Dude,
It is
The-
like not
the
same.
danger-
It's both retro style text, all caps, red and black, red letters, black background. I mean,
I
there's
think
a
you're trying
striking
too
amount
hard.
of
I think you're trying too
similarities.
hard.
I'm just saying it's a very similar.
See, they went for like Murder She Wrote Murdoch
God.
font type. You know?
I really did not mean to put that on there.
They,
That's
they
amazing,
went. They
Joe.
went for like.
I had no idea you could do that.
This is amazing.
They were going for like Knight Rider and shit. Like we
Yeah.
just have. That's just what would show up on any computer and a nuclear power plant if it's about to explode.
Yeah.
That's current. You know.
Theirs is a little bit more neon sign-ish. But you can't say that there
That's
aren't similarities between the two.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to even think that. I like that show though.
Oh, it's a great show. I fucking love that show.
Pretty good. Netflix's best show, probably.
You think so?
Because I can't like Kevin Spacey anymore.
Dude, I love that shit, honestly. I
House of Cards, me too.
no, I don't love House of Cards. I watched one episode, or like 2 episodes, and I was like, geez, Kevin Spacey seems like an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's like,
yeah,
too.
and that he is. You ever seen Swimming with Sharks? He's even bigger an asshole.
No.
I don't know, man. I love
Was
that
he
shit.
the guy that was in like that 9 Lives movie? Was it him? He was the cat.
What?
Like 9 Lives? Or,
You know what? Probably. He's also done a handful of fucking really terrible shit. Just like total bullshit.
Yeah.
I guess I'm playing with that.
Yeah. I guess we shouldn't just keep ripping on Kevin Spacey.
Why? It's okay. He's a creep. We can talk about whatever we want.
Oh, you're ready to
This is our show.
tear on him, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, now I'm ready. Yeah,
He's your favorite actor, but we gotta give him shit.
Nah, I don't want to talk about it. That sucks.
Cool name, Spacey. I'm
Yeah.
into it. Yo, I think it's his daughter that has that band, Frankie Cosmos.
I don't know them.
It's a good band. His daughter's probably pretty cool.
Can you imagine being somebody's kid and finding stuff out like that?
Yeah, that'd probably be terrible.
That's, or even worse, like it happened to you. Like, I don't know, man. People are fucking. Kevin Spacey's daughter band
Yeah. Maybe
Just
I'm
more stuff
fucking.
comes out after.
Maybe I'm totally wrong about that. That'd be funny. Michelle Williams? No, that's not.
That has nothing to
That's
do with
nobody.
why.
This is how Michelle Williams' daughter feels about Kevin Spacey. That's not news.
Dude, that is exactly me.
That's bad shit.
Yo, he's New Jersey born.
Who says you can't go home?
Mm.
Who says?
South Orange.
Oh, his last name isn't Spacey.
No. Yeah, that's like
I was gonna say the one thing I was gonna say in Kevin Spacey's benefit is that Spacey is a cool last name,
Yeah.
and even that's not true.
it's not real.
He lost it all, dude.
Who's that? Who plays? Oh, Michael Caine. Michael Caine's last name wasn't Caine for the longest time.
Yeah,
and he kept like getting in trouble with like TSA or like getting held up at TSA,
And, he's
and
like,
finally
"I'm
decided
fucking
to.
Michael Caine."
He's like, I'm Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Would you like to take the Lamborghini?
What
Hey,
the
don't you-
fuck?
Yeah.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Maurice Joseph Micklewhite Jr.?
Find his address.
Fuck him. Yo, is he the one?
Oh, Michael Caine, and yeah, it would be way harder to be like, I'm Maurice Joseph Micklewhite. Would you like to take the Lamborghini, sir?
Michael Caine, I'm pretty sure his wife he saw in like a ad on TV, and he was like, "I'm marrying that chick,"
I'm going to
and
marry
then like
that
he
one.
did. I'm pretty sure.
Where the hell is he
Like
from?
he like
That's
he like
great.
sought her out. He like found her through the agency or whatever, and he was
Now?
like, "Yo, listen up, I'm Michael Caine. We're hanging out," and she was like, "I."
He was already Michael Caine.
Yeah, he was Michael Caine.
It's
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, and he just Michael Caine. He pulled the Michael Caine card, dude. Which if I was Michael Caine, I'd pull that same goddamn
If
card.
you were a regular ass dude, though, that's how you get charges.
I mean, I'm sure he was classy about it. If you're classy about
He
it.
probably was. He was like, would you maybe like to go out for a spot of tea with me? We'll take the Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's probably exactly how it went, dude. And that's magic, dude. That's how it happens. That's how these kids keep falling in love.
Oh.
Dude, did the lights blink or was that my,
Yes.
my life?
I stepped on the power cord a little bit.
Oh, okay, alright. Dude,
did-
that shit freaks me out.
I
When,
know.
like, the lights, I'm like, did I just die for a second or did the lights flicker?
You know what's a stop it, Joe?
Stop it. You're freaking me out, dude.
That's pretty funny, though.
I don't want to get into that. Fuck. Oh, this thing used to happen to me when I was living in my aunt's basement. I would fall asleep. My mattress was like on the floor, and like once a week, this like flash would happen. Like somebody just took a picture in my face. And then I'd wake up and nothing, like it was a dark room, like nothing had happened.
That's freaky, man. I don't like that
It
at all.
was super weird.
I don't like that at all.
You made it onto an Aliens weekly fuck list.
Yes,
Do you They're getting
dude.
fucked by aliens.
It didn't last
Yeah.
for very long, so like
They
I must
They
flash
get
on
tired
their
of it.
face,
Yeah,
and
that
then they
must
take a
not be that
picture.
exciting.
That was what was waking you up. And they flash you with that Men in Black thing. And
That's what
forget
it.
about it.
Fuck.
They
That's
clean you up.
exactly what it was.
Yeah, there was no picture. It was just the.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah, it was
even-
just a flash.
It wasn't even aliens. Like I'm
I don't know.
an
I think
alien.
the alien would like want to keep it for his album. If I'm being honest, he was like, "Remember that time I finished on Matt's face?" And then he got you.
I know. I always took a picture after.
Yeah. Anytime I finished on Matt's face while he was sleeping, I always had a picture. I would never do that to you. No, oh God.
I'm a real deep sleeper.
What
dude.
That's how you go ahead.
James is a loud masturbator. I'm a deep sleeper. It's fine. That's why it works for him.
Am I? Dude, is this true?
Yeah, I guess so. It is now.
Yeah. As far as anyone's concerned, yeah. Sure.
James, the loudest masturbator I know.
Dude, I will masturbate as loud as I want to.
Constantly. Did I ever tell you about how I used to just scream at the top of my lungs and when I was expelled in school? I was at the house, like home alone all day long, and I would just scream at the top of my lungs to see if anybody would like call the cops or anything. But like I would be like, "Help! They're killing me! Help me, please, dear God, they're killing me!" And there was like neighbors home and stuff, but I guess they just couldn't hear me. So like, is it a safe house if your neighbors can't hear you being murdered?
I guess not, dude. I guess nowhere's safe, really. Because your neighbors could be murderers and they could jump in on
mean-
it when they hear it. Dude, what
They
would
hear-
happen, like, if,
Hey, I
like,
hate that guy too.
if like some kind of serial murderer, like if a serial murderer ran into a serial murderer like doing some murdering and was just like, "Yo, you get into this too?"
It's that Spider-Man meme. Like,
Yeah, and then they just like, what would they just get in on it together, or do you think they'd try to kill each other? Would it be like a contest? Would it be like predators? you
who's
know
a
what I mean?
better murderer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, oh, I'm the murderer around here,
I'm
and then they have a
top
beat
dog.
it style knife fight. It always comes back to that.
That's the ultimate test of a serial killer is fucking
Yeah, that's a
the
knife
beat it
fight.
style knife fight. Whoever thought to strap their hands together is a genius. That was
Yeah.
like the best visual in a music video of all time.
Yeah,
But you know, no credit to Michael Jackson because like he's a bad guy too.
'cause he's
Isn't it
killing
like
kids?
it's like beating a dead horse at this point too?
Dude, everyone was diddling kids. Isn't that crazy? How
It's
all these famous people were
wild,
diddling
dude.
kids.
I don't know how it's like. I don't know how it's still a thing that happens. That probably still is currently happening. We wouldn't even know.
What famous people diddling kids?
Yeah, that's what they do. Man.
Somewhere it's happening, yeah, for sure. Somewhere in the world that's happening right now.
That's why that Jeffrey Epstein guy is dead.
Yeah, should we talk about that?
I don't think so. We're not go too deep into it.
Dude,
We're not that fucking
what a-
concerned.
What a fucking
It is wild.
launch point for conspiracies,
Yeah.
though. Shit.
Yeah, you there's. I don't know, man. It just seems too blatant. It's almost like too obvious. Which like, what if it's just right? It just happened.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Dude, fucking. But jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, dude.
It's a fact.
That sheet wasn't strong enough to hang him. Is the jet fuel
Yeah.
doesn't melt? They were like, that sheet would rip.
If he's on suicide watch, who gave him a sheet?
So apparently these like guards were like asleep or something. It was like people who were, and apparently I think they're being investigated because they like altered documents to like say that they did check on him or whatever because they weren't, and
They were in the
like,
middle of
being
a beat it style
investigated.
knife fight,
Yeah.
dude, and they're like deceptive.
They're getting like a federal offense for it probably.
Yeah, good. That's a really
But I mean that could
important-
just be
that guy was a lot of
cover up.
information on a lot of things that they don't have at all now. So
there's probably evidence somehow.
I mean, there's evidence. I want to know. I wish he like kept a list around or something. Like, here's all the people that I have on my monthly subscription for kid diddling.
Well, he has that book. Did you see that fucking book?
There's a whole book.
There's like a
Oh,
little
God.
while ago. There's like a Jeffrey Epstein's like book contacts book, and it's like all these like really high profile people. And I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they were involved in any kind of pedophilia, but like it's definitely not. I definitely wouldn't want to be one of the names.
Yeah.
In Jeffrey Epstein's
Honestly,
book right now.
I feel like you would just have to draw the conclusion that like anybody who knew him well enough to have his number and shit, like probably fucking like what do you keep that guy's number around for? He's just some fucking guy, right? Like a fucking he's like
I mean, when you're like
the
rich,
CEO of something or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what he does, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That's why I,
I
don't
think
like
he lives
talking
on-
about
Maybe
this
my
sort of
theory-
thing because I just don't know enough about it.
Maybe my theory about not being able to avoid news is not true because you guys are both looking at me like, what did Jeffrey Epstein
I think-
do? I'm like, I don't. Fucking
Well, I know what he did
Well,
generally.
he used to be a teacher. I know that. Like he taught for a while, and then I don't know how he like turned into this like multimillionaire or whatever.
Just look out.
But I think he just spends time on his private island, just
I think he was
buying
like,
underage women. That's
man,
all.
that's so fucking wild. And then,
Buying,
Investor
selling,
and
probably.
financier.
Yeah, investor.
Oh.
He invested in stuff.
so he's pretty much just some fucking guy.
Yeah, some guy that got rich.
Jesus.
Remember when you guys said we weren't going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we'll move on. But that's it's kind of too wild not to talk about. It's one of those things.
No,
where
I
it's just
agree.
like,
I
why
mean,
the
it's
fuck? How the
yeah.
fuck is anybody not talking about that currently?
Yeah,
That shit is so nuts.
it is nuts.
I want to talk about. Never mind. No, I don't, because that's not interesting, and nobody's gonna be able to see it anyway. But it's just a funny angle on this cup. You see his foot behind the fucking guy?
That yeah. Yep, that's not fun enough.
You guys are over there giggling about it. No, it's not fun enough.
it's just not interesting, but it's just the way the cup looks. I have to pee so bad.
It's the
dude.
way that
I'll be
cup-
right back.
Yo, this is my nightmare.
I
I'm
know.
gonna
I
tell 'em
keep
about my
doing this.
nightmare,
I'm
dude.
so sorry. I'm gonna
Yeah,
stop
you
drinking
should
so
fill
much
people in
water.
on that.
I'm gonna start pounding a Red Bull right before we go live.
Isn't that what he does?
He's gonna start or he's gonna stop. Yeah, I think maybe he said stop. But yeah, I had a nightmare, and this was it. I was stuck here forever. Matt had left the room of the podcast, and I did not know what to do because he always calls the end of the show. He calls the shots, and I couldn't end it. I was like, I think I was just droning on, and internally I was like freaking out. I was like, the show will never end. Like it's never gonna stop. I have to sit here forever.
And he was just gone for an indeterminable amount of time.
Yeah,
It's just
he like
forever.
he made it seem like he was gonna be right back, like he was just going out for a pack of smokes, And then
he
comes
never
home,
came back. Like
and
his
I was like an abandoned child, like on camera, just like the audience slowly sees me start to freak out more and more. I'm like pulling my hair out by the end of it. Thank God you're back, man.
I'm
I was
sorry.
starting to get there.
I'm sorry,
I was
dude.
starting to
You
get
know what it is? It's because I was an hour and 40 minutes late today. Usually we start just getting stuff together at 9 o'clock, and then
Yeah, you were late as fuck.
I have like way more time usually to get all my pee out.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to get all your pee out because there's always more coming.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Are you sipping an empty cup yet?
Nah, dude, this shit's full. I mean, half full, but
I don't even believe you.
yo, look at that, half full.
It's a black cup. I can't even. I don't know.
Look. That's what you wanted, right? That's what you came here for. It's there. All right.
You gotta start wearing all white shirts to do the loose sips so you can get
Yeah,
your,
so people
so
really
you
know.
can get your nips out.
So I can get my nips out. All right, next time.
I think your career launch pad is gonna be
is
your
loose sips.
loose sips on the
on the
white shirt nips.
Loose sips on the nips, dude. You're right. You're right.
I think people have made a career off of less.
Yeah, Gallagher.
I'm a guy with a mustache and I smash fruit. Was he actually funny?
You could totally see. Yeah, I went back to make sure that you could see the water.
You could
and
see
you
it?
could totally see it. It was really
good,
funny.
Good. Thanks.
Sorry.
I'm just a guy that loves getting wet and wild, dude. I told you this is gonna be my wettest year yet. That was my resolution. Was This is gonna be my wettest year yet.
You been swimming at all this summer?
I don't think so.
James I bet James
A
yesterday.
little bit. I've been in the pool.
They were like, James, you could go swimming or you could go to the horse track, and he was like, horse track, probably no water there. I'll go there.
There's a little bit of water. They spray the track down
Do they?
with something.
Horse pee.
Probably.
Run faster.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh God, it's my own pee. I gotta get out of here.
Yo, it was funny watching. Like, there was like a couple like taking a photo on the fence of the horse track, but it was like right when like a car was going by, like spraying. It was this like this dump truck looking. And they just took a picture with like the car in the background, like in a muddy field.
Yeah.
And there weren't any horses in the
Nothing,
shot.
yeah.
It was just like, it's probably an awful picture.
It's the worst.
I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
I refuse to take pictures because my pictures are so terrible.
Yeah.
My wife reminds me every time she asks me to take a picture of her.
I was looking at, I had my brother send me the pictures he took from Colorado when we went, because I was like looking at all mine and I was like, oh, this is good shit. Like, I want to see it from Jed's perspective or whatever. So he sends me all his, and they were just like twice as good, like twice as beautiful. Like his role was so much better. I was like, shit, dude. Like this, my
like,
vacation sucked, and his rule.
You both like put your envelopes on the table. You start looking through his. And you just grab yours back off the table. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Never mind.
mine are good.
Yeah.
I just don't think you need to see him.
It was funny because he had like every picture that I had, but just like framed better lighting. Just like I was like, oh god.
You know everything and I know nothing.
Yeah, I felt ashamed. But no, it was good to see those pictures anyway.
I don't like being out. Yeah, that's the eye roll. Yeah, I totally liked your camera roll.
Yeah.
Dude. Dickhead.
I did. The memories were better.
Sorry, Jed doesn't watch this show.
You know what it
don't have to
was?
fucking-
It was because I was in them instead of Jed, and that's why I think
That's
that's
it.
more beautiful.
Oh my god, this is great.
Burn, Jed. Fucking take that. Fuck your pictures. I can't not flip flop on Jed for some reason.
It's because you're brothers. That's why.
Yeah.
You love and hate your brothers.
Yeah.
Always. That's
Yeah. I don't hate him though.
No, I know.
It's all.
It's mostly love, baby.
It's mostly love.
But you always like, I don't know, man, you're always gonna compete.
There's,
with,
like,
your
yeah.
sibling and whatnot.
Sibling feuding. Yeah.
There was like a lot of you guys, wasn't there? There's probably
There's 3 other
I think
kids. I was one of 4.
there's
That's
something
3 out of 4.
instinctually in humans that when you in a big family like that, like your brain is like, I need to out survive the red. That's why
Yeah,
it's like so
compete a little.
competitive.
Yeah, it makes sense. I
And
mean,
you
that's
compete
probably.
for mom and dad's love and all the food.
Yeah. I mean, that's how evolution happened. Was competition among peers, probably. Your family, you know.
If there's no competition, nobody progresses. That's true, though.
Yeah.
That's super true. If there's no competition, there's nothing driving humanity.
Yeah.
And now we're trying to stop competing with each other. And
We
we're just
are.
going to come to a screeching
I'm
halt.
not though. I'm competing and I'm winning out of my family.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm just,
My
honestly.
siblings, I fuck all my siblings up. Guys. Do you think if you had to, it's just you and your sister? You think you could out survive your sister?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I knew what your answer was before I asked
For
that question.
sure. My sister's dead, dude. She's immediately in the ground. I got a good week. She's gonna step out
I
there.
love that you don't even entertain like trying to. I guess you're just taking my question seriously.
Yeah.
But someone else would be like, "No, I'd survive with my like me if I was answering this question." I'd be like, "I'd always look out for them." You know?
Oh,
what I mean?
this is a
I would-
situation where we're together.
I would deflect the yeah.
Oh.
You're trying to compete with each other, yeah.
But we're living in are we in the wilderness? Is that what we're talking about?
Sure.
Okay, so in the wilderness.
And there's only
I'm-
enough resources for one Ian.
Oh, my sister's dead. It's done.
Right.
I'm taking them.
I knew what
That's
your
it.
answer was.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna step out there for 3 hours, fall into something anyway. I'm not gonna have to share at all. We'll be just starting to hike.
Whoa.
I've got all the Cliff Bars in the backpack already. Like, I agreed to share, but if she's gonna fall into a ravine, it's over.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I'd have to lay my life down for my family.
That's nice of you.
Probably my sister, my younger sister, dude.
Look, man. I mean, if I can just go down there and scoop her up, and she's like gonna be okay, like it's pretty
Yeah.
clear, it's just a twisted ankle or something.
Yeah,
I'd be like, yeah, let's go. But if she's like broken leg, I'm not a
You sending her
doctor.
to the glue factory?
Yeah, dude. I mean, she'd be all right. Broken leg though, there's not a lot I can do with that. I'm not a doctor. I can't be dragging this dead weight around. My sister's one of the 4 people watching. Just heartbroken.
Fuck you. She's like my own brother. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Look, man, I'm a survivalist. I got a kid now. I got something to live for.
Oh, but if it's you or your kid, you'd have to give up for your kid, huh?
If it's me or my right now, if it's me or my kid,
Your kid's not.
if I die, the kid dies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't I try to keep my kid alive as long as I possibly could. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, when a kid is that young, it's you and your kid or
Yeah.
no one.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no me or my kid.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
me and my kid, or we both
Yeah,
die.
yeah, I'm competing. I'm just like
There's like a little bit of applesauce between you, and you're like,
oh! It's literally like if it's a competition, we just got in the woods to set it down. I'm just like, well, see ya. This is over.
yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't compete with a baby, I guess.
There's just no competition.
No. You would compete with a baby, just not your own baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm competing with somebody else's baby.
And not for very long.
Dunzo,
either.
dude. It's fine. It's just put that thing under a rock somewhere or whatever. What do you do with a baby when you just need to get rid of
You
it?
don't have to do anything.
You know, you just leave.
You just walk away.
I don't know, dude. Ask
That
a pregnant
baby's-
teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That just happened in PA not too long ago. Fucking somebody just found a baby in a bag on their property.
Damn. Yeah,
Alive. Baby's fine.
that's good.
Crazy though.
I saw a lot of comments that like, okay, does nobody else notice that this baby looks like him though?
the guy that saves it.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Dude, that guy just wanted to be a hero.
He's
And he was like, I just saved this random baby I found.
No, I
And it was
think
just
I think
his
the
kid.
theory is that like he didn't know he was the dad, and it's. I don't think this is necessarily true. I think that's just what those people were saying. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the mom just left the baby on the
On the
dad's
property.
doorstep.
Yeah,
sort of
that
thing.
makes sense.
in the middle of the yard though. What if you didn't find
But-
it? It's gonna be hot the next day and
Yeah,
shit.
but yeah, I don't think that's actually what happened.
Yeah.
That's just what people in the comments seem to think because the baby sort of looked like him.
Yeah.
A baby
But-
sort of looks like anybody in
I-
their
Yeah.
middle
It
age.
just looks like anyone's face.
My
but
baby
smushed,
looked like an
you know?
old man for a hot minute. She's only just starting to look like a regular human now.
I don't.
Once you're
think I
middle
wanna
aged, you're
say
no
this on
longer
the show.
regular human.
I'll hold this off
What?
till later.
What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
What do you hold on to? All right, that's
Mute the
fair.
mic. Mute the mic and say it.
Yeah.
Mute it. We gotta know.
We don't care about you guys.
He's
Anyhow,
holding on to it.
Yeah, I'm
We're
gonna hold
not
on
knowing.
to it.
We're not knowing.
see, but if it's a competition between me and my dad wins every time.
Yeah.
My dad literally we were coming back from hunting. I was probably like 14 or 15. And we had to walk out of the woods and he was like, "Let's split up and we'll see how well you do." And it's maybe a half mile back to the truck. There's no way I would have. He had to come and find me. I fucking immediately got myself lost.
Well, split up.
Well, he wanted to see how good I could do.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
if
not
he's
like
going to the truck,
He knew. Well,
there's like you're
I
both
think-
at point A and you're both trying to get to point
Hey,
B. Why
let's
would you
split up.
split up?
And then you don't go the same way.
Yeah.
It's like when you say bye to somebody and then you both start walking in
Yeah.
the same direction.
Yeah.
well, I guess we're just doing this now.
Yeah, let's split up.
But
No,
he knew-
you obviously know the way back, the best way back. I'm just gonna follow you.
He
you
knew
asshole.
where we were going, or he knew where he was going.
Yeah, I know.
But I could have just taken the way back that we had already taken a few times. Like I should have known by then. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, dude. Fuck dads, dude.
You have to teach
Fuck
lessons,
outta here with
dude.
that
I'm gonna leave my
attitude.
kid in the grocery store when she's like 5, and just see how she fares.
For a day,
Yeah.
you gonna leave?
Just-
That's not really a teaching point. The teaching point would be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the milk. Like,
Try
Get
not
to the milk.
Try not to
Yeah.
get abducted on your way to the milk.
And then it's like, yeah, it's a survival thing. Get to
Yeah.
the milk.
Alive.
But if you're just abandoning, I'll
But
be right
yeah,
back.
if you just leave,
That's just teaching her that you're an asshole, really.
You kind of just have to like take a kid's hand, don't you? If they're just walking around by themselves, like, all right, well, I know. Let's just go this way. I don't know, man. I
What if
agree.
you just find a
You
roaming
can't-
kid?
Yeah.
You don't have to take his hand. I would ask you a couple questions first if I was really worried about it.
Gain its trust. Oh no, I'm
Really?
talking about for abducting them, James. Like I'm saying, abducting a child is not difficult.
You just take a kid's hand and be like, "Hey, come on over here."
Yeah, I think it's that easy. So you can't leave your child
Yeah,
anywhere.
it is that. Oh yeah. That's why you're saying that. Yes,
Yes.
I do not encourage you abandoning your 5-year-old
Like
daughter.
it would be
No,
nice.
that's terrible advice.
That's a bad
It would be
idea, yeah.
nice to be able to do things like that, though. Like brain teasers. Like don't leave the goddamn grocery store. I'm not going to leave, but you have to come find me. here.
Yeah.
That's a good way to like make them. I don't know, but you can't trust anybody now.
No.
You
not
couldn't
really.
before. Everybody's acting like none of this shit happened before a certain time.
Right.
But like there was plenty of people that got abducted. Serial killing was like way easier, and even in the 70s, dude.
yeah, it just gets more publicity now. But like that shit happens everywhere all the time.
All the
And
time.
life is crazy and fucked up.
There's places you can go to in the world that are pretty much like the 70s, and you can continue to get away with shit like that.
Yeah.
That's so fun to think about, that you can just go be in the 70s in another country. Like you can time
travel.
Time travel.
This is a time travel
If you
episode.
just
We should go back
Fly
in time
back
to
and forth
before it
between two
started.
countries enough. Eventually, you end up in the past. I just made that up, dude.
The person I agreed
sort of a
was like,
callback.
good point. He was like, yep. He was like, you understand that? The look in your eye was like, yeah, you get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah,
And then you were
exactly.
like, wait.
Wait, that makes no sense.
That's the problem with most people can lie to me, and I'll just be like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
pretty sure you said the opposite last week. You're talking about like,
that I know when it's a bold face lie, when it's something that's like it's an exaggerated bold face lie. I'm privy to that, you know. But if you make it sound convincing enough, like you have enough like mildly factual things in what you said, like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I'd be easy.
well,
to
did you
do
put
as well.
vinegar on it?
Yo, I did. Oh, that's so funny. Joe burned the shit out of his finger the one day.
What?
And Joe burned his finger when we were younger, and I was just like, "Yo, put vinegar on it," and he didn't think twice. He just starts like pouring vinegar on it, and then he's like,
It wasn't even put vinegar on it. It was the question, well, did you put vinegar on it? Like, that was a thing I should have thought of. That's what got me.
And then he's pouring vinegar on his finger, and then he kind of looks back and he's like, "What am I doing this for?"
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
It's not changing anything. Honestly, pouring water and things on your finger when you burn it is only gonna make it worse. Like you should just let it burn.
You should just keep it on the grill,
Let it-
honestly.
Just hold it.
Just hold it there as long as you can.
Now, the best thing to do if you get a burn is probably pour boiling water on it.
Mhm.
Because,
Cleans it.
yeah,
Well,
something.
it's gonna get really hot, and then like
Equilibrium.
when it cools
Yeah.
down, it's gonna
It'll
not
reach
be,
its terminal
it's not
velocity.
gonna hurt as bad. Yeah. There's a dude that I work with that pours bleach on his burns, and says the words, "Well, I'd rather have a chemical burn than a regular burn."
But now you have both. You don't have one or the other. You've got both right now, dude.
Dude, he's just like, I'm going
They-
to reclassify this burn.
There's a couple of guys, there's a handful of guys at work that are convinced that you won't get blisters if you pour bleach on your burns.
Neat,
I'm
dude.
not, yeah.
That's neat.
I worked
Yeah,
in
I'm
another
probably not
kitchen.
going to pour any bleach on myself.
I worked in another kitchen where they would cut themselves on accident and then pack black pepper into it to like stop it up. don't do that. Don't do that either.
Yeah, people are nuts.
And then I
mean-
told the one guy, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that because I had a cut in my hand. And he's like, what are you, pussy? I was like, no, I'm just not an idiot.
All right, so yeah, don't do any of that. But like, of all the things that you could find in a commercial kitchen, flour makes way more sense than black pepper.
Mhm.
It's still not the best idea,
Right.
but like it makes more sense.
I don't know if packing anything in new wounds. makes
No,
sense.
you probably shouldn't do
you
that.
shouldn't do that.
But like,
It's only
flour would be better than black pepper if
Yeah.
you were going
if you're
to do
just
that.
trying to stop the bleeding and whatnot. But
But maybe try not to, put things inside of your body that don't belong there
es-
man.
through
especially
open wounds.
especially on top of things that if they get wet, they get moldy. And then
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking contract some weird blood disease from this flour.
Moldy.
No, dude, they're just making
Fucking-
internal penicillin.
Interesting. Just baking a little bread right there in my hand. Just add yeast.
Moldy flesh wounds. That's what we're talking about right now.
Well, like we're
Moldy.
talking about baking with your flesh wounds.
Oh,
Okay, so you
Keep your
accidentally
hand on
cut
the grill.
yourself. Stuff it in.
you have
Stuff
to
in some like.
cauterize it.
Well, no. Stuff in
Stuff in beef patty.
flour and yeast. Let that sit a little bit, and then burn yourself
Yeah.
too,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you've got bread.
Oh,
and then
That's
dump
good,
it
yeah.
in bleach.
Yes, and then bleach.
And then
You
bleach.
bleach the
You
flour.
bleach the bread. Yeah.
Use whole wheat, but then bleach it,
Right.
so you've got bleached flour.
Yeah.
Is that the difference?
Yes.
They just take whole wheat and they bleach it, and that's
No, there's more refining, but
okay.
like you can get unbleached white flour, and it's not white. And it's like, oh, I don't know why it's still called that, but whatever. But I don't know if it's. I don't know what the bleach is in the bleaching of flour,
It's
because I can't imagine it's.
it's probably
Bleach.
bleach, dude. It's probably bleach, and then they just evaporate
What
it
is
out.
bleach? What's the chemical formula for bleach?
It's a lot of chlorine.
It's not. No, I was about to talk out of my ass. Let's just shut the fuck up.
It's salt.
Sodium hypochlorite.
Oh, it's sodium
So
hypochlorite.
sodium and
Chlorine.
chlorine.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like
just add salt.
hypochlorite.
Yeah. There's a lot of chlorine.
It's just like hyped up.
It's 1 grain of salt to 10 gallons of chlorine.
It's at a concert and someone just yelled, "It's lit." That's what's going on with that chlorine. It's hypochlorine, dude. It's fucking hype as fuck right
I
now.
wish you didn't say that. I don't know why you thought that was okay. We've got a standard here at the Danger Podcast.
And I'm not meeting
dude.
it? What the fuck is the standard, dude? There's no goddamn standard. Are you kidding me?
I was an hour and 40 minutes late
Yeah,
today.
there's no standards
There's no
here.
standards. One day, maybe. We'll have some standards.
I have to pee too. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Go right now. We'll find more out about bleach, and I'll tell you about it when you get back.
I kind of want to give you guys an assignment. Like, I want you to work on something while I'm gone.
Okay, please.
Do you guys have any pens and papers?
Yes.
Yeah. You're asking Joe if he has pen and paper.
Yeah.
Joe, who has everything you could ever need.
I want you to draw me, design a robot that accomplishes a simple task. Okay?
There's no assignment for the actual task.
The robot can solve any common problem. Yeah. Get the pen and paper. I'll wait till you guys have pen and paper
Thank you.
to leave.
Because there's not going to be any entertainment while you're gone.
Good. That's exactly what I want. I don't want to
It's
miss any
just
fun.
going to be Joe and I drawing.
You
little
guys can
robots.
brainstorm a little bit.
But I guess we will
Do you
show
want
them.
any specific color or anything?
No, anything works. It's just a pen, regular pen though.
Yeah, just
Are those
quick,
markers?
It's a Sharpie pen.
Oh, that works.
It's a fine point.
That's fine.
Here,
Thank you.
you can have the red pen. I'll just use black.
Yo, did your mom ever yell at you for doing the pee-pee dance?
No, because like the pee-pee dance makes sense, you know? It's telling.
Yeah,
Your mom yelled at you for the pee-pee dance?
she hated it when I did the pee-pee dance. But then also I
Why?
wouldn't go pee.
Oh.
She'd be like, "Go pee if you have to pee so fucking bad, you little idiot." And I was like, "No, I'm just gonna wiggle around too much." I guess it was my attitude. I don't really know. Oh, you guys are started?
I would definitely do the pee-pee dance if I had to pee, but my mom was like, okay, you gotta pee.
She was probably pretty cool with it. She was just looking out for the help.
Definitely not that. Yeah. Oh well, doesn't sound like it. Alright, let's see what we got here.
I can't draw, dude.
It's okay, Joe. Do your best.
No, that's real bad. Start over here.
You're thinking about it too much. I'll tell you that. This is the Silence Podcast with Joe and Matt.
I'm a really good peer.
I'm glad you're so proud of yourself.
Dude, I just pee really well. You've got to enjoy it while it lasts. That shit doesn't last forever.
That's true. There are people that cannot pee. Give me just another minute.
Oh yeah, you guys can take your time. That's what I'm saying. I peed. I'm too good of a peer. I peed really well, but also very quickly. And now I'm back too soon. And I knew you guys wouldn't be done. And I want you to have more time.
Thank you, James.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta enjoy your peas while they last. It's rough out there, guys.
Yeah.
Getting older.
Someday you might need a catheter.
It's true. That's why I just try to enjoy them while I can.
Smart guy, James. You
gotta enjoy the small moments, you know? But peeing, for me, that's a big moment. It's life-changing, dude. It kind of is, dude. When you have to pee really bad, and then you do, your life is different afterwards.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Like, your life is even
You're
better
reborn.
than it was before.
You're reborn as someone who's not as nervous and doesn't have to pee so bad.
That's true. Alright, I'm almost done. I just got one more fucking...
Alright. Joe, did you buzz in? You're done?
Oh yeah.
You hit the buzzer? Alright.
Sorry.
Joe's drawing is in.
Show Joe, show the camera, and then show James.
I won't look at the
I'm
monitor.
not really an artist here.
Nobody's asking you to be Joe.
Alright, so James, I was inspired by you
Oh, okay.
and your journey to go pee. So like, you know when you're too busy, right, to hold your dick while you're pissing?
Yeah.
That holds
yeah.
your dick while you piss.
Oh.
It's a robot hand.
All
But
right.
but it's multifunctional.
Okay.
You don't always have it in the bathroom. Sometimes you have it in the bedroom because you need a fluffer.
Right. I was
Right?
just gonna ask if it could jerk me off.
It can do that.
That's terrifying.
It's
an option.
no. See, here's the thing.
I do
it's not-
want a robot to jerk me off.
It is not.
Yeah.
No, James. It's not good enough to get you to completion.
Okay. Just a fluffer.
Yeah,
It's just like a tapper.
I think more what
Absolutely.
James is worried about is the fact that it might rip his penis off.
Dude,
malfunctions.
Yeah,
It-
a robot would 100%. Dude, it would just like it
Does
would
it-
probably
it-
punch into you too hard,
James,
and like gore you
James.
just like right at the base.
James.
You know,
It doesn't maim people 99.9% of the time.
that's a good statistic, but I'm not willing to take
Okay,
that
Joe,
chance.
can you show my drawing to the camera? This is my simple robot. All this robot does is pick up balls from one basket and puts it in another basket.
I like that we both went with
The
robotic
claw.
hands.
You both did a claw. Yeah, nice.
I see. Imagine my clamp claw on the jerk off machine. It's no longer the dick holder. It's certainly the penis fluffer.
So it's like, you ever see ads for vibrators and it's like personal massager and they're using it on their face?
Yeah.
That's what my robot is marketed like. It's like, it's for holding your dick while you pee.
Right,
But everyone uses it to jerk them off.
Right. Look at all the settings that it has. It starts moving up and down.
Look at all these settings it has for holding your dick while you pee. So that you can make art with your pee stream. It's perfect for in the snow.
Yo, whoa. This has got some new marketing.
That's
Dude,
true.
if you could like draw a smiley face, this is kind of getting somewhere. I should have known, dude.
It
I should've
pinches
known
it a
one of
little
these-
bit just so that the stream stops, so it can have a non-continuous form of art.
Oh,
This
man.
is Chuck Berry's dream the entire time.
I should have known it was going to be a dick machine with you guys when I assigned this project.
I didn't go
Should've-
dick machine.
I'm
You didn't go
surprised.
dick machine
I'm
at all.
I did think about doing a dick machine of some kind. I was like, well, what could a machine do with some dicks? And I was like, I don't have enough time. James is going to pee.
I was thinking about making the robotic arm hold a fleshlight.
That's smart. Well, you could.
Yeah.
But then I was
and
like,
then you reduce
I have
your
to
risk
draw a
of it.
fleshlight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I want to show that on stream.
You
like, I'm not
reduce
good at
the
drawing.
risk infinitely, or not infinitely necessarily, but you reduce the risk of it maiming you if it holds the fleshlight instead of your
Maybe.
straight up penis.
Yeah, probably.
You're cutting.
Yeah,
I would
but
say
Look at how
probably,
huge.
But I can't market
This-
it like
the scale
it's in
on
the
this?
foreground of the toilet.
Oh, okay.
yeah. You have to move it around.
Gotcha. I was gonna thank you for being so generous because with a hand that big, you know, it's got to be handling something.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh, you
Did
just
you ever hear
assume,
the thing about?
you just assume he's making it for you.
yeah.
I didn't realize
He's
that was
drawing
the
to
assignment.
scale to my dick.
Well,
yeah.
if you, I suppose if
And
you
that-
need balls
dude.
moved from one basket to another, my machine's for you as well.
Yeah, you're just moving my balls around, dude. Thanks. Switching left and right, back and forth.
I don't think. You ever try to do that as a kid? I definitely tried to switch the location.
Switch your testicles.
That's
just-
probably not healthy, dude.
I
You
well, I
probably
didn't try too hard. I didn't go like, but I
You didn't
definitely
force it.
yeah, I definitely was trying to see if it could happen.
I don't think I've ever.
I didn't
tried.
know anything was like connected down there.
Thought they were just floating.
I hadn't been in health class yet. I was like, what
Dude, you twisted them up. You tied them up.
just fucking
Oh, what do they need to be connected for? All they do is store pee, right?
right.
Right. The peak backs, the peak backs. Yeah. Dude, fucking dicks and balls are so weird.
It's weird, dude.
Weirdest thing I think on the earth that I can think of.
Yeah, just that wad of meat that just hangs
So
off of a
strange,
person.
yeah,
Ah,
dude. It's a strange world, dude.
a sensitive wad of meat that is creation. It doesn't happen without the wad of meat or the coin purse.
Yeah. Storing meat in a purse, dude.
Yeah,
Interesting analogy we got going on here.
and then you make a baby.
Yeah. What's it like? I've been there.
Having a baby, being
No, making a baby.
with the baby.
Having
Making a baby's all right.
Baby's alright.
I can't nail down which. We were like trying now, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like, what if that like all the time they could like narrow down which time it was if they were like trying.
Yeah, well, some people probably can, yeah.
We know the exact day you were conceived.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm thinking when we decide to try, I'm just gonna set up a camera and we'll only have sex like once a month,
That's smart.
and then I'll definitely have a recording of the conception, right? And then I'll be like, all right, so here it is. This is how you were born.
Oh my god.
Why
kidding.
would you do that, Joe?
Oh my god. I wonder if that's legal.
Perfectly sure that Jess wouldn't let me do that anyway.
Yeah, okay. Good.
At least she's sane. I mean, man, they should just have that though.
Everyone should have a video of their parents fucking.
I
Disagree. I'm gonna do a hard pass on that one, dude. They should just have that.
Oh my god.
No.
James,
When
that's
just
amazing.
when just saying something totally backfires. Sometimes I feel like I just completely forget what we're talking about.
Joe
Well, there
just
goes the camera.
Oh shit.
killed the dream. Yo, we're gonna get an inside look at the rest of Joe's room. This is a special treat, bro.
Joe just doxed himself.
Did we dox ourselves so hard every single time?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Doesn't matter.
You know exactly where we are if you've watched the show once.
Yeah. You probably live here if you watch.
How does
the
this
show
camera
once.
work, man? I don't know. It's mine, y'all. Was this
Dude, I don't know.
facing this way? Hey,
This is
hey, there you guys are.
This is
Y'all
gonna be the-
never get mad if that happens.
the
Like,
wibble wobble
often.
stream.
It probably
Yeah, you
is
can
funny.
knock the camera over.
It's probably fun to watch. I hope we
I've-
just gave at least
I've
one
never done
person
that.
vertigo
Did
either
the
now or in the future.
did the microphone come out of the bottom? It looks like it's halfway hooked.
Hey.
Do you think that was
My,
audio? Or that
No,
was,
no, my headphones were unplugged, but
Oh,
no, I think this is
Well,
all still
yeah,
plugged in.
the audio's still in. Nice.
damn. I heard all that dumb shit. Shoot.
It's okay. It's all
I
right.
knocked over the camera because I was running over the cord of my headphones with my chair.
It's dangerous as shit in here.
It is dangerous as shit. Wires are dangerous, man.
They,
Probably the most dangerous
dude,
thing that exists.
I gotta. My house is fairly like baby proof, but like
Except for the live wire in the wall.
yeah. I don't have the like the plug cover thingies yet, but she's not like crawling around, so I don't have to worry about it just yet. But like, I went from having like I had like the hacksaw hanging on the wall.
You
I
did
could
have
just-
a hacksaw hanging over the entryway.
Haphazardly,
Very haphazardly.
like it was just crudely.
That was an accident.
some
Fucking, I'm
nails-
surprised did not happen.
Yeah.
Was that hacksaw falling on someone? It fell around me probably twice. You know?
Yeah, it definitely fell off the wall way more than a
Yeah,
hacksaw ever
yeah.
should.
Dude, that shit was dangerous.
But I would
I'm
just
kidding.
like leave like razor knives around, just like stuff.
Yeah, that was not a childproof home
Man,
at all.
but that's that's where it was the Danger Podcast, man.
That's where the magic would happen.
And now Joe's little brother is moving in here, and we can't leave anything sharp around him. So like,
Yeah.
where am I gonna get my danger?
Yeah. I don't think we have anything sharp. It's a shame.
We should have more sharp things. I find myself needing like.
Something
That's why I
sharp.
had the razor knife around, just
You
around.
needed to like cut holes in the table.
Well, that's what it ended up getting used for
Yeah.
a couple, a few times.
There's
Like there's
an
like
emergency. I have to poke some hole in
But-
this table.
at the same. I think I definitely wrote like "fuck" into the table or something somewhere.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
Yeah,
I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
but
I'd cry if you didn't.
I do a lot of. I did especially when I first got this table and stuff. I was doing a lot of crafting shit.
I thought you were gonna say crack. I was doing a lot of crack.
Doing a ton of crack.
I guess I would. What do you need a razor knife for crack for?
I don't know.
Do you guys do crack?
Not usually.
I've never seen crack. I saw cocaine at a party once.
Yeah, I saw cocaine before. Yeah, crack though. I don't know. Could have been around it. Who knows?
That movie Wolf of Wall Street makes it seem pretty good.
Crack
Yeah,
or cocaine?
crack.
I haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street.
Wow, it's pretty good. They smoke crack in like a little shed, like him and Jonah Hill, and they're like, yeah, everything's awesome.
Maybe I'll try it. Go home, try crack, kids.
Our health teacher in high school, I think, had a lot of lies. I think she told us a lot of lies and just things that were made up.
What'd
But they
she
were
say?
like inspirational,
Yeah.
She said that somebody slipped her LSD on a mint and it made her hallucinate that she was murdering her whole family. But there must have been like a million hits of LSD on that one candy. Like, it seems unlikely. Okay, got it out of like a little mints container, so like it's like rubbing off and rubbing on and whatnot.
Yeah.
No way it was enough hits to make you fucking completely.
Maybe it was
zone
some
out.
other hallucinogenic or some
Maybe
other shit.
I'm not.
But also, if you're imagining killing your whole family, I think you're probably going into that with some kind of something in your brain.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've
Like,
never
it's
taken
not like-
LSD and been like, okay, time to murder
Yeah.
my family.
I mean, I've never gone crazy on hallucinogenics.
I usually
I'm
try to
sure
keep
you do, like, you'll get to a point where you lose who you are or whatever.
it- Yeah.
But, like, usually you're still yourself. You're just yourself on drugs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although some people take bath salts and fucking start eating people's faces off. So
True. They found out that there was no drugs in his system.
really,
Believe it or not, yeah.
he was just lashing out.
Yeah.
That
That was
having
just
a bad day.
pure. Oh, so I didn't tell you about the thing that I saw the other night. So I'm
Yeah.
walking the dog. I can see this guy like doing lunges against his porch. It's 2 a.m, mind you.
Yeah.
And he's like, looks like he's moving his head around. It looks like he's talking to somebody maybe on the porch. And then I get up a little closer, and he's like big fucking dude, and he's like my height, but probably like 80 pounds heavier, like all muscly and shit. And he's like shaking his head around. He's like, and then I get up a little bit closer, and I was like, I could probably still just walk past this guy. And then he goes, and I was like, nope. Man, I literally said out loud, I was like, okay. And I took immediately right and just crossed the street and just kept going up that way. And as I got up the street a little more, I could hear him barking, like actually barking and shit. And I don't think he was wearing shoes. Every time I think about it, I don't think he's wearing shoes. He was carrying a backpack. He had it at his feet, and he was just wearing like a tank top. And I was like, this dude's gonna murder anybody within the vicinity. And
Yeah, it sounds freaky.
he would have taken me and the dog for sure. Like
Probably.
most of
Is
the
it
time,
roid rage or something?
yeah, most of the time I feel pretty good with the dog, but that time I was like, not this guy.
Yeah, that's freaky, dude. I don't like that one bit.
It was super scary.
That is another thing that's scary about. I'm talking about all the things that are so scary about going to big music festivals. But like people are getting fucked up as hell at those things. Like people are doing all sorts of, you don't know what kind of crazy drugged up hippies gonna do, dude. These hippies, man, they're fucking violent.
There was
They're
some
destroying
guy.
America.
There was this guy over in Westchester that he took like 25 hits of LSD and then went missing for a day or two.
Yeah.
And they found him in this restaurant, like lighting pamphlets on fire and just like setting them on the ground or whatever. Just still completely out of his mind. And then like you get arrested. You're already in. It's if you've taken that much hallucinogen, you probably completely lost your mind.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't do 25
I'm not
hits. Of
I'm not
acid.
sure how easy it's gonna be to come back either. And then imagine getting arrested on top of that.
Yeah.
Like that, I just feel like it would send you over the edge. Like you'll just live in constant.
Yeah, you'd be fucked up after
Yeah.
that for sure.
I think that's too traumatic. Sad. I don't know what happened to him. Can we look that up, maybe?
If you're doing drugs, just do a
what's-
little bit of drugs. That's the message.
Yeah, I would
Every
like
week.
to know the state of that guy, because if he woke up, if he like came to, and he's like in jail, that sucks. That's terrible.
Yeah, probably is what happened.
But do you think if it maybe?
Posting video of eating 20. Someone posted a video of eating 20.
That doesn't seem real. Like if you're posting a video of eating 20,
I really have no idea how.
that's
to
a,
even
yeah.
look
I don't
this
know
up.
how we would fucking.
100 tabs. Man, accidentally takes 1,000 LSD hits.
What?
That
You
man
just-
is now in space.
Yeah, you just
That
said.
man was the first man on Mars.
Contrary, not use on eyeball. Whoa.
Alright, you know what? I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I
do
got
this.
nothing, dude.
Alright. Killing and burning his own wife. Man recounts killing and burning his own wife. Alright. I've had enough of Google search results, that's for sure.
Who was
Man,
it? Some
world's
guy.
so fucked up.
Some guy in a band. His kid took acid and then walked off a cliff.
Yeah, Eric Clapton.
Was it Eric Clapton?
I'm sorry, Clapton.
It was like a
I
much.
love that
It was.
guy.
It was a
He's
much
okay, actually.
lesser band than Eric Clapton. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. That'd be pretty terrible.
His young kid just stepped out of a window. It was like a baby.
What?
He wasn't a baby. He was like 5 or something.
And he walked off a window.
Yeah, they were like at a hotel or something. It was like a couple stories up, and there was an open window. And he fell out.
Is it impossible to watch your kids?
Yeah.
Like at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
That's so
There's
scary.
a certain amount of hoping that nothing goes wrong.
How did any of us live, dude? How am I alive, honestly?
I wonder the same thing sometimes.
Yeah.
About you.
Yeah, I know.
No, about myself. It is crazy, dude. A lot of things could have gone wrong. Things definitely go wrong in this world. You gotta be on your toes.
I'm not though. I definitely should. I don't know, man. If this was, if we were in the woods,
This was survival of
yeah,
fittest.
this bloodline doesn't go any farther.
Yeah, mine wouldn't have made it back in like when I was like 14, 15. I wouldn't have survived through all that.
Yeah.
But if I had somehow gotten in now, I think I'd do okay. I'd be good at stealing other people's shit in the night, I think.
And then you see those kids that
Breaking in.
are really good at like martial arts or something like that at the age of 5 or something.
Oh, yeah.
So my phone died. Yeah, it was my phone died. God damn it.
Good night.
I still need mild help getting here and back. Once I'm like on the turnpike, it's fine. But
Yeah.
getting here just the rest of the way after the turnpike is like not the easiest for me.
Cars is hard.
Cars is hard.
Cars is hard, dude. Is that what I said?
Is that what
I
that
didn't-
movie's about?
Yeah, that movie's about not being able to find your way and you're just having a bad sense of direction.
Cars is very hard. Yo, people that are older than us that never drove with a GPS until they're like 60 and still like went from state to state, that shit's nuts. People just don't live like that anymore.
Honestly, I would have just driven until I found a town and just set up shop, dude. I don't know.
I would have given up so many times. I
yeah.
would have had a new home.
Yeah.
I would have been like, well, I didn't make it home. You guys got a library? Because I need somewhere to sit for a bit.
I guess if you like, but before the phone,
Yeah.
yeah, no way anybody's getting anything.
Payphones and shit.
Yeah.
Even like, my mom has a couple stories of like breaking down on the side of the road when she had her, only baby, like my oldest sister. And without cell phones, you just break down on the side of the road and then you've got a baby. And she had to she was talking about carrying my sister like a good distance and like having to lower her over a fence. You know what I mean? So she could climb the fence and like
Oh my
there's
god.
like a little bit that she's like, well, I guess I'll have to. Or she like reached her hand through the fence to like lower
Good catch.
down.
Good save on that one. Instead of telling a bunch of people that your mom
Dropped
took
my
a
sister.
calculated risk at dropping a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she did that. Maybe she lied to
Hey,
me,
man.
who knows?
I think you. So, my dad told me the babies bounce when you drop them, so I think that's just what they told people back then. They were like, "Yeah, you can drop them once, twice."
Oh yeah. One drop's okay.
I was watching Rocky last night,
Mhm.
and there's a scene at the end, or actually it's at the beginning of Rocky 2, where Rocky and Apollo Creed go into the hospital after the fight from Rocky 1, and they're in ambulances, and it was the 70s, and it didn't occur to me until I was watching this last night that traffic lights didn't always respond to emergency vehicles
Yeah.
like they do now.
Yeah.
And that must have been really different driving. Like, I can't imagine driving without lights reacting to emergency vehicles.
Yeah. How long?
Because
has that
if
been
you're
happening?
stuck at a red light, you just can't do anything.
Could you imagine being in an emergency vehicle and not having a GPS? Do you know how many people probably died because they couldn't find their house?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know where I'm going, so
Yeah, you'd have to, if you wanted to be an emergency responder, you'd have to like really know your way around. That shit's crazy.
I heard a story, it was only a few years ago. A house burned down because the fire department was using a GPS and it took them to the wrong place.
oh. This place isn't on fire. This place is fine. Job well done, boys. Just pack her up and we'll go home.
Oh, man.
Meanwhile, where's the fire department? Please, dear God, my children are inside.
Yo, I left my house for the day, and before I left, my fire alarm just started going off for no reason. I wasn't cooking anything. it was in the window. Like, because I'd already taken it down because one time I was cooking something and I set it off, pressed the button a bunch of times and like stashed it in the window, but there wasn't as much smoke from the monstrosity in like on top of my oven or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just started going off and it fucking freaked me the fuck out because I was like, I'm leaving now. I'm like, what if there's a fire downstairs and like my fucking cat burns to death? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
I was like so.
You should have
afraid
just
for
taken
my
your cat to wherever you were going.
I almost did to the horse track to New Jersey.
Oh, this was yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
god.
well, it was. I left Friday, so it was like.
Joe, your carbon monoxide detector was just going off at random.
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, no, it's a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. So if it goes
Oh.
off, you don't know which one it is.
Yeah,
So it's
Cool.
like
it's getting
Okay,
out either
so-
way.
I can't detect carbon monoxide. People just can't do that.
Yeah.
So I might be about to die. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the building.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But nobody
cool.
else's was going off. So it's like it's pretty unlikely. I live in a 4-person building,
Yeah,
4-unit building. It's pretty unlikely that nobody else's would go off.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Unless it was strictly in my apartment.
If the
Yeah.
whole place is just filling with carbon monoxide.
Yeah. I mean, it went off at 4 in the morning a couple weeks back. And then it went off again the next day in the middle of the day. And I had to have maintenance come and like, they just swapped it out and it hasn't gone off since. So I
That-
think it was just a faulty unit.
That was the
Yeah.
first thing I checked too when I got it. I was like, wait, does this detect carbon monoxide? And I was like, no, it doesn't. And I was like, good. And I was like, is that good? I was like, I don't have a carbon monoxide
Well,
detector.
Do you have gas? Like, do you have a gas stove or anything?
Sometimes I have tacos, you know, and like,
Yeah,
there's
I
nothing
gotcha.
you can do about it. I think it's all electric.
Yeah, so you probably don't-
Did I disappoint you with my joke again, dude? Are you angry at my dumb jokes?
So, James, I think you're in a good situation though. Should you need to leave, and then there's a fire while you're not home because you live above a business.
Yeah.
So
That
It's
being
pretty
said,
well
that being
handled.
said, a flower shop only a mile from James's house burned to the ground, like not too long ago.
Oh yeah, that's true. I always
Like,
forget
only
there was
a
a
couple
flower
years
shop
ago.
over there.
you live above a flower shop. They didn't move into that place, right? It was.
Yeah, no,
It wasn't. It
different.
wasn't. Yeah, it was a different flower shop.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
figure.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Docs and James now.
It's all right.
There's a million fucking.
Come over.
There's a
flower
lot of
shops,
flowers.
man.
There's like 3 within a minute of James.
Yeah, I know there are a lot there.
For whatever reason, that doesn't
Dude.
make any sense. Now we're doxing James. Now we're
Yeah.
triangulating.
Yeah.
So there's one right below.
Yeah.
There's one. There's one at.
There's one that
8,
burned down
6,
recently.
7.
Yeah,
There's one
yeah.
mine.
Oh shit, dude. Yo, you're hosed, buddy. Sorry.
Whatever. I need new friends. Come on over. I don't care.
I mean, the one below James's address is.
We actually share the same address, so that there's a clue for you
Guys, we're not plugging these flower shops either.
I mean,
If we dox
I
James,
would.
we're inadvertently giving one a plug.
the one around the corner from James is the one we're using for my wedding. So
Yeah.
Are they the one that burned down?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think.
That's hilarious.
I don't think that the one that burned down
I'm
is
so
still
itchy right now. I
around.
feel like I'm either having like some allergic reaction or like I pounded that fucking Red Bull and it's not agreeing with me.
Could be.
My neck is itchy, like my fucking inside my.
I mean, you're probably dying.
That
So-
could be. I don't know, dude. I heard you itch a lot when you die.
Do you? That sucks.
That would be the worst.
That would
That'd
be
be the
terrible.
most annoying way to die.
die
like,
and
or,
you-
or
what if
like
you-
you're in the middle of dying and you're just super itchy.
What if you got like a super rare disease where you just get so itchy that you end up scratching yourself to death?
You just
Like that's-
You
I'm
just
sure
get
that's
inside.
happened. I'm sure that's happened one time in history. Someone scratched themselves to death.
Probably.
Probably more than one time in history. History's a long time. Scratching yourself to death. Someone was
Being a
tweaking.
prisoner, I imagine like and you're on suicide watch. How come Jeffrey Epstein didn't scratch himself to death? That should have been the only way he could have done it.
Yeah. Let your fingernails grow long
Yeah,
enough.
just sit there and just keep going until you just fucking hit the carotid.
Hit the what?
The carotid artery.
Carotid?
Carotid.
Is that what it is?
I heard.
Mhm.
Think right.
Yeah.
Joe, am I right?
Carotid?
We always look to Joe. Joe's
Joe,
a
do you know
biologist.
anything?
He's
Yeah.
a physicist.
Joe knows
He's an
all.
astronomer.
Yeah. Joe, where's north on the moon?
There is a north on the moon
Yeah.
because it does have it. There are
Is it
magnetic poles on it.
is it oriented
Believe.
similarly
Is
to Earth's because the way it rotates around? Do you think?
I believe our moon is slightly off kilter. I mean,
Okay.
Earth is a little bit off kilter as well, but
Right,
it's
but
not.
off kilter
It's not as
compared
bad
to
as.
what?
I guess compared to the sun, I don't know
Yeah.
how it works. Oh no, it's to the orbit. So we orbit like this around the sun, right?
Right.
But we're at a very slight
Right,
angle,
right,
so
right.
we're not orbiting completely perpendicular to
Right.
the circle of
Sure.
our.
So does the Earth have like the white hot core because of gravity's constant pressure on the Earth, and it's just the epicenter of all of that gravitational pull, and it's basically it would like you know those like
like these
like
questions.
induction magnets, like you can lower metal into and it'll just, because of the magnetic frequency, it just fucking melts, turns red hot almost instantly.
I don't know about that.
Can you show James an induction magnet? That's the coolest shit.
Can you
It's
find out
super fucking
all
cool.
these things about gravity
But
for me?
I feel like that's why this is the dopest shit.
What am I? Which of these?
I just want to see metal melt inside a magnet.
Oh.
Uh,
Can you bing it for me? Let's bing
Because
it.
like you can take like a rod of metal, drop it in between this. It's like a magnet apparatus. It's like a bunch of magnets all making, and then you just, oh yes, dude, fuck yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. So I feel like this is not exactly
Jesus,
what's
that's
happening with the
loud.
Earth, but this is kind of like the idea. Like gravity's constant pressure is what's going to make because there's a magnetic field around Earth as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
And look, that what is that? Just iron.
Who fucking knows, dude? This is sick.
Just
I'm loving
levitating.
watching
It is
so
super
far.
fucking cool.
long though.
And now you can see it's starting to get hot. It's changing color and shit. Keep skipping, Joe. And we'll just show the phases. Yeah. Oh, here. Yeah. Eventually, it just
Whoa.
flips over
Yo, this is
and
fun.
starts
I'm
rotating.
I'm
here
having
for
a
me
good
to see the
time.
point where it flips. Here we go.
Oh.
Boop.
That's sexy.
And now it's just gonna start spinning. It's already starting to change shape. You see how fucking.
Oh.
And now it's completely fucking red hot. And now it's getting like pulled down in here.
Right, because coil.
But I think eventually, once it's white hot like this, I don't know. I thought they'd go like perfect orb shape eventually. That's so wild though. And that's just from magnets. It's like it gets dropped in there, and then the magnetic frequency is so erratic that it vibrates the molecules in the metal.
What?
Crazy. Oh, it just fell through. That's why it fucking bloop. It just gets pulled through because it's no longer magnetic after it gets that fucking hot.
I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
Damn, that's fucking wild.
It's just a magnet that he's got there going
It's an electromagnet, like it's hooked up to electricity and then fucking. That's neat stuff.
there. Shit, dude.
What is that? Physics? I don't know how that shit works.
Was that physics? I love how, yeah, we are getting like very physics oriented on this one with all the space talk and the
like I
This is a fake physics lesson.
yeah.
I hope you were spreading lies about what that was the whole time. You were lying.
You
really
guys
hard.
see, like, there's like a bunch of poop molecules in there, and then fucking you put the thing in there, and the poop.
Let's just misinform the public. Like, really, that should be our aim. Just like talk about things and just get it totally wrong. I think we're doing that maybe without
Most-
trying.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
I think I was like, I would say I was like probably 40.
60%.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'll
Yeah.
call it 60. I had some of the stuff that I was saying.
You had some
right.
good vocab words in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit some key points for sure.
I hit the cliff notes on
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna get a B.
Let's see.
Probably. Yeah. I've got a lot of question marks next to my answers. Like,
do you know what you're saying here?
I got a couple of those in school. Like I
Yeah,
would
oh, yeah.
half write something, and then they'd be like, "What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't even know."
I got question marks
That's
on
the
that shit
that's
a
the
lot.
furthest thing
Yeah.
from an answer.
Yeah.
What were you even going for here? My teachers were never impressed.
No.
And then I had like smart friends. I remember sitting next to this one kid in English class, and the teacher comes over to him and she's like, "How come you're not in AP English? I just wrote your fucking report. It's amazing." Like, she didn't say fuck. She definitely
I hope
didn't
she
say fuck.
did too.
I just read your goddamn report, you little motherfucker.
You little bitch.
How come you're not fucking trying?
Oh my god. And then she didn't say that to you, obviously.
No. And I'm surprised she didn't turn. She
Then
said,
she was like,
"You're sitting
"Matt,
with
go
this
away."
idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sitting with this fucking moron." It's no surprise
You
to
could
me
be in a
that
better
all you're
place.
all you're doing is regular ass English. You fuck.
You should be remedial. English.
You're friends with him. This totally makes sense why you didn't take the AP course and apply yourself.
He's holding you back.
He thinks that AP means apply yourself.
What did it mean? Advanced placement?
Yeah.
Mm. We had in my one school, it's called GATE. I forget what it was though.
Okay.
But everyone would say, make it sound like gay. The GATE kids. Oh, the GATE kids.
Nice.
Yeah. That was easy. It was
Nice.
easy to get poked fun of
Yeah.
if you were in the GATE program.
Were you in the gay program, or did you actively avoid it? Were they?
I
were
was
they
in
like,
it for like a month or
"You should
something.
be," and then you heard everybody saying gay.
And they were saying gay, and I was like, I need to take a step back.
Oh,
No.
you're one of the gay kids.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, I can't be involved with this. I should have stuck it through, dude.
Mhm.
That's where I belonged with all the gay kids. Yeah, no, I think I dropped out of that because it was too hard. I remember they were talking about USB sticks. That was like when teachers were ready to tell you about USB sticks, and they were like, there's going to be this thing. It's going to be huge for you guys. You got to bring a USB stick. Some people call it a disk drive they were just like, every class that I went to in the first week of the GATE program, a USB drive was brought up every class and talked about for like 15 minutes. It was crazy. And that was like the first time I heard of them. And I was like, all right, like I get it.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy about these little USB disk drives.
And they're kind of a big deal now.
They were.
They're
I mean, they
even-
changed shit.
They're even
for sure.
less. They're less of a big deal already now, though.
Yeah, now they're super commonplace. And now it's like the cloud. You would do
Exactly. You can
through
do
the cloud
everything
anyway.
through the cloud that you could do.
Yeah. They're almost obsolete.
Yeah.
I guess they probably will be. That was a huge thing, though. Back when I was a kid, though, dude, fucking USB drive shit, dude.
They
Oh
make
my
you pay
God,
for
the
cloud
good old
space,
days.
though. Like, if you fill up a certain amount of cloud space, they start making you pay for more.
It's true. I pay
So
$2.99 a month for fucking my cloud space, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It's my life, you know? I'm gonna fucking go rob that cloud. There's about to be a storm. Storm's coming. Fucking cloud services, and it's me. I'm the storm. You guys can't let me go off too much. You gotta start saying something, Matt, because I'm going off the deep end here.
I love how anxious James gets. Like, if I just, like, I was zoned out there.
Don't zone out and take a back
I was
seat,
almost
because it's
completely,
gonna start
like,
making no sense.
sometimes I'll just start thinking about something entirely different. And I was thinking about how much I'm paying for my current cloud space, and it's like way too much because I got it for the show and then just not use it, you know. So it's like,
Oh shit, you got cloud space for
What?
the show?
yeah, and I also got an external hard drive that I don't use.
Yeah, true. It's not solid state, dude.
It scares me.
Yeah.
It does. After you guys told me, just because it's not solid state, I was like, well, shit. It's like I might as well not even use it because like it's just all gonna get
Can you
corrupted.
show them this, Joe, so that I'm not just sitting here in like my, like, I felt targeted. I felt targeted while only that was there for me and Matt.
It's true. The cloud is bullshit. Like it goes to just some magic thing in the sky.
That's what people think. They think that the cloud is just it's a cloud. It's out there. It's
Right.
It's magic
coming.
storage in the air.
Yeah.
It's like, no, those are servers somewhere.
Yeah.
They're
But
not.
you can't stop the signal, dude. It's in the air. It's in the waves, dude. Fucking Wi-Fi is getting transmitted through your bones right now.
I can feel it in the air. Yo, isn't that bad? That's got to be bad for you in some way or another, right?
Oh, dude, everything's bad for you in some way or another.
So
I
it's just
remember back
constant-
in the day when like the kids were first getting cell phones. This kid Keith was telling me I was standing in a trailer for some reason, like that you would attach to the back of a car. And I was like standing in that, and there was maybe 6 other kids not standing on the trailer. I don't know what they were doing. I was like jumping up and down in the trailer, but this kid Keith said, "Yeah, I heard that cell phones mess with your sperm count."
Amazing.
And I was like, Psh, I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need sperms. I was like, fuck that shit. I can shoot blanks. I don't care. I was like 12 or whatever.
Yeah.
And this was my
Talking on
attitude.
his cell phone all day.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, that's right. You don't need those. He was like proud of me. He was like, yeah, good on you, buddy. I was like, I have fucking 12 cell phones in my pocket all day.
It's not a bad way to go. I wonder if that would mess with your hormones if all your sperm died.
I don't know.
Like if your balls just became unusable, but like would they still produce like? Cause like your hormones are pretty important. You could get cancer just having like a fucking hormone imbalance. Pretty wild.
So Wi-Fi are our type of radio wave.
Uh-huh.
We haven't had radio waves for that long in terms of human history.
Yeah.
I wonder how long we'd have to have radio waves before the human body started to evolve to be able to pick them up.
Yo, I was talking about that shit too. I was talking about like, what if in a million years, like, we just have like, I was thinking like it'd be like a Wi-Fi sense. You'd just be able to sense like how strong the Wi-Fi field is that you're in. You'd be like, oh yeah, there's good Wi-Fi here. Like this is excellent internet speed. And then like you're out in the woods and like you sort of, it's like just like a mild pain. You're like, oh man, there's no Wi-Fi anywhere. You know what I mean? Sort of makes you tired or something.
Well, what if?
How fucking funny would that shit be?
What if eventually,
It'd be so great.
because of evolution, we can just access the internet telepathically? We wouldn't even need to like put a receiver in. I bet eventually people are just gonna start putting receivers in their head.
Well,
People will just start trusting that shit.
Maybe probably there'd be some sort of evolution where if we do like upgrade ourselves like with technology like that, where we'd sort of evolve to like be good at adapting, you know what I mean? The brain would somehow evolve to be more modular, you know what I mean?
That's true.
If everyone was doing this all the time.
Really? Do you think
I don't
so?
know.
I feel like
Dude, what a
it's not like people wearing glasses is gonna make them see better in future generations.
That's a good point.
If
I wonder-
If
I actually
anything,
wonder if-
eyesight's only gonna get worse if you just keep making humans with fucking.
Well,
bad
yeah, that's
eyes.
true.
yeah.
Which is interesting because I'm sort of I'm an anomaly.
Uh-huh.
Both my parents have like perfect vision.
Mhm.
I don't know why my eyes suck and
Yeah.
I can't see shit.
It's just the genes, dude. You got the bad.
Doesn't your brother wear
chromosomes,
glasses
man.
too?
No, not really. I mean, he
does it for
has
show.
one eye that's not very good, but
You.
his other eye is so good it doesn't really matter.
His one eye, Poopsville, dude.
No, it's wild how
His
how
one eye,
imbalanced his eyes
total
are.
thumbs down. The other one, big thumbs up.
That can't be.
That's how his optician, fucking his optometrist said it. He's like,
Close that This one's great. You'll actually have good depth perception with just this
I
one eye. With how
almost
good this
wish-
eye is.
That the optometrist has been like, all right, so we're gonna set you up with a monocle.
Yeah. We're gonna remove this eye. I've got a spoon back here. I'm gonna heat it up, and we're gonna just scoop it out.
There was a. No, that's a stupid story because I don't even think it's true. Yeah, all right. So apparently there's this girl and she like smoked weed and she thinks it may have been laced with.
Oh yeah, and she ripped her eyes
she
out.
clawed her eyes out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it, dude. Shit, clawing your eyes out. Ah!
Yeah. Like
That's a good way to start if you're gonna try to scratch yourself to death.
true. That's probably
With the eyes.
one of the easiest ways to get in there.
Because you're gonna start bleeding in the eyes.
Yeah. Would that kill you though?
I don't know, dude. I don't know how much blood loss you're
I'm
gonna
sure
experience
it
from
wouldn't
clawing
help,
her in the
and it's
eyes.
like you passed out while you were bleeding.
Like I think if you cut your dick off, you can bleed out. If you cut your tongue off, you can bleed out.
If you cut your dick off while you're erect, you'll bleed out faster.
Fast.
Because all the blood's rushing down there.
I wonder if your body's like, whoa, slow the roll. It's going on. Everything's coming out. Like we gotta make some time.
This is terrible, dude. I don't want to talk about losing
It is
body
the
parts
danger
anymore.
podcast. This is what people need to be thinking about, dude. It is an incredibly dangerous.
I
world.
heard that if you take a knife and you cut out your own liver, your
Your
fucking
gut.
liver doesn't work anymore. Neither does the rest of your body. You die.
But you could give that liver to somebody else and they might live.
Maybe.
Or their body could reject it and be like...
And then they'd start having memories of the other person's liver. They'd
It's-
be like, oh man, remember when I drank all that Fireball? And they'd be like, I've never drank Fireball.
I love Corona. I'm like, I hate Corona.
You'd have dreams of like liver incidents past that weren't yours.
That'd be whack. I think that's bullshit. People getting other people's organs. And I feel like everybody just saw that one Stephen King movie about the murderer. Having the murderer's eyes and then like makes you want to murder or whatever.
Jeepers Creepers.
No. It was no.
More like Jeepers Peepers.
Like, okay, it's a Stephen King short story, and this murderer dies, and they donate his organs to a bunch of people.
Oh, nice.
And I think his eyes go to some guy, and he can see all the murders or something, or every time he sees somebody, he can imagine himself murdering them or some shit.
That's I only vaguely know that plot line because I think it was made
Murder Eyes.
on
Is it called Eyes of the Dragon? I don't think so.
I think there was like a Simpsons parody of it one time on like a Treehouse of Horror episode where I think the guy Snake, right? What was it, like his hair? Yeah, it was the evil hair. Cause
Oh, the guy with like the tattoo and he's wearing the white beater all the time.
yeah. And then someone else had his hair and it was evil and it like made them evil.
Made them. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Fucking Simpsons, fucking 8
Change
days.
of Heart. I think that's it. Published in 2008. No, that's definitely not it. Because I saw it. They made a TV adaptation of the story. It doesn't matter. It's not that important.
Yeah.
Stephen King's a fucking hack.
Isn't he?
I think so. I think so.
I haven't read any of his shit, so I wouldn't really know.
There's people that have problems with this stuff, but overall, I think it's rare that
I think it's a very
Dude,
pretentious name.
Okay, Shawshank Redemption and Green Mile and fucking Misery. Oh my god, dude!
I watch the movies that get made of his books.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
The Shining. Goddamn.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's about 1:10. You think you're gonna wrap her up? Fucking. I feel like I'm running out of things, but I'm just
Dude,
taking shots at Stephen King.
I'm so yeah. Take a shot. Who else should we take shots at? This is like you saved me, and now I know that this isn't my nightmare because you just ended the show. Now I know that there will be an end to this show, and
You just think, how long do you think we could go, dude?
Well, I just never. You just always call it. I've never been like, all right, you think it's time to wrap up? You know what I mean? And that's what my dream was about.
You wrapped up the Smash Brothers stream, though.
Did I?
But I think it's significant because I remember like that may be
I don't
the only
remember
time
that.
you've read the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we're fucking cut her off here.
All right.
I think
Yeah.
we've had a good day.
It was okay. Let's not overhype it.
Well, this has been the Danger Podcast, which may or may not have just been okay.
No, it was great. It was great.
I hope to see you next Sunday.
11 o'clock. We'll be here.
Yeah, live every week.
And you know what? We might actually promote this one and all the other ones that we've been putting
Oh, we're
out.
putting in some work in now?
Who knows?
Oh, we're about to put some work in, guys. Look out.
Have a good day, everybody. We love you. We've been the Danger Podcast.